I can't do it. Okay. We'll do it live.
Okay. No.
We'll do it live. F it. Do it live. I'll write it and we'll do it live. F***ing thing sucks.
In 5.
God damn, Gary. Some serious gourmet shit. What flavor is this? That's right, it's the all-hell medium roast private blend. Check out the Geek Grind Coffee Nerdrotic page for our other options like the Decadent, Feathers of Liberty, vanilla-infused flavored coffee. Or if you're looking for something darker, try the Dark Roast FNT blend of the Fellowship. You know what? Just buy all 3. GeekGrindCoffee.com. Use discount code Nerdrotic.
Prostitutes say, I can suck. Hairdressers say, we can't cut hair. More at 6. So, like, nobody can be, like, better than her and stuff. So she's just gonna be, like, amazing. You know what I'm saying? So anyone that tries to stop her, she's gonna be like, no, you can't do that because I'm amazeballs. And then we're gonna have like food and stuff and get like coffee and things. And she's gonna be, oh my god, I gotta do like Jedi shit. But I'm gonna do some shopping first, okay? It's gonna be so good. FBI, open up!
How did I get here?
As it turns out, it was a setup, so I take responsibility for falling for a setup.
Fuck off!
Oh, it's on. It's on. Okay. Hi.
Hey.
Hi, I love Nintendo. Nintendo's my favorite game ever. I love Nintendo. Nintendo is really good. Nintendo is...
Nani? Oh my god.
Hi.
Hey, that almost worked. Do it again. Yeah! Hello.
That was beautiful.
Hello.
Totally seamless. You can't tell we're on the road. Actually, Garrett and I have already been abducted.
That's true.
That's hurt a lot. Okay.
Oh, those aliens, eh?
Aliens
inside of us.
We do.
Or
Multiple aliens.
you are in California.
It kind of looks like you guys are set up for Pride Month over there.
Yeah, a lot of anal probing. Just
a lot of probes.
Pride Month.
Oh,
Yeah,
welcome
we're in California.
to Friday Night Tights. Yeah. Coming live from Indian Wells, California, California. We were in LA yesterday.
It's horrible.
It was
a horrible hellscape.
Awful place. It is a
trash.
Total hellhole. But we did get to hang out with Chris Gore a little bit.
That was awesome.
Shout out to Chris Gore.
Nice.
Welcome to the show. We're starting obviously earlier. Some people didn't get the memo, obviously, but that's okay. That's okay. We'll start out with, I don't know why he's in the second spot, because I'm going to skip over and go right to Az. Hi, Az. What's up, man? Sorry, Brian.
That's How you doing?
Pay your dues, buddy.
How are you doing? I am playing Gollum.
How bad is it?
And that's why you drink.
This is dude, I'm gonna be taking your spot because it is. I think it's the worst game I've ever played in my life. And
you played Last of Us 2. And
I played and I had to do it in a crunch time as well because of you. I have absolutely lost my shit at this game more than anything that's happened in the last 10 years. I think I've gone nuts with it. It is showing exactly where the gaming industry is right now. Holy fuck. So that was fun. Also, check out my Miles Morales Into the Spiderverse review, coming out the Spiderverse, now going across the Spiderverse review. You can watch it now, come back to this stream later.
Wow.
Oh. Yeah, just put it on double speed and get it over with and come on in. It's all good.
That's
whatever
what she
you
said.
need to do. Oh, hey. Oh,
And stay right to the end, because there's a little skit at the end just for you people.
I skipped it.
Oh, for fuck's sake, comments!
We like each other here.
We really do.
I wasn't talking about his video. I was talking about the end of the movie.
Jeremy. Hi, Jeremy.
Hey, Gary, you and Quarter Black look super gay sitting together.
Well, we got married.
So it looks like a pride situation. That's what
almost ended the broadcast there, by the way.
Honestly, your setup still looks better than mine when I first started live streaming. It's like more interesting.
But
I like how Gary and Quarter Black, I think they really just took Grace Randolph's review of The Little Mermaid to heart, and they really wanted a multiracial relationship. So I think that's what's going on.
And inclusion is important.
Right.
Okay,
that's right.
But hello, I'm here. I decided I would rather not miss the beginning so I could roast everybody, and then I've got a lot going on. I haven't had much sleep, but I've been playing video games and live streaming. That's pretty much my life. I was even with Drinker yesterday, and then I had to drive 7 hours.
Whoa!
So
Drinker and driving?
Yeah, I know.
I wasn't driving though, so it's okay.
It's a lot less dangerous than playing Gollum, from what I hear.
Chrissy,
So-
you just leave the jokes to me.
I got it covered. He just wants Overman to notice him next. That's all.
What is up with that angry lesbian?
Dude, that guy, that guy's
Awesome,
fallen
man.
so far. It's crazy. Like, I know, like you don't know, like, from the American standpoint, he used to be a broadcaster, and because you don't know anything about America.
He's a sports bar,
So no,
sports guy.
yeah, he is. I used to watch Keith Olbermann all the time on SportsCenter. We talked about this on Geek Gamers Daily. Watched him all the time, and now watching him melt down with his fake blue check mark because he's got like a blue arrow because he doesn't have a blue check mark anymore because he won't pay Elon. So he has a fake blue arrow to make it like you have a check mark. While he's ranting about Chrissy making literally the least edgy joke she's ever made because she was on Newsmax, like me and Ryan were talking about. What a loser! But
you should watch Friday Night Tights.
Oh,
That's
we
what
would
I
love
said.
to have Keith Olbermann on. I'm sure it'd be far less disastrous than the Gavin episode.
He would
So,
probably
come on,
have a
Keith,
heart
let's go.
attack on the show.
Ryan, I'm sure would make him melt very quickly.
Yeah, I was gonna say I retweeted Keith Olbermann. I said it's only the first day of Pride Month. This is already the gayest shit I've ever seen. If you're offended by this, just watch Friday Night Tights tomorrow.
Hey, isn't it? Is it true that the your netball, not netball, your rounders have removed the. But yeah, that's the one.
Baseball, yes. Baseball removed the Pride
flag.
logo.
Yeah.
Basically, they kept
really?
that for one whole day, and then suspiciously removed it after being subject to a ton of fucking backlash.
Yeah,
Weird how that worked.
Yeah, because those Dodger fans, well known for not being largely Catholic, and just would love it. It's great. Dodgers suck still. Go Padres. But glad you're here. Glad you made it, Jeremy. To the earlier show.
Yes. We don't know what the hell we're doing around here. So.
No. I've only brought it up like for 2 weeks, but it's okay. Don't expect me to read my messages or anything.
Yeah, no. Why would I? Why would I?
Would you? I don't answer your phone calls, so.
Yeah, you don't. Yeah, he's too big of a deal now. He's too big of a.
Whatever.
He only shows up when he can bully
He's
me.
clearly
into
on
watching
vacation with
Little
his gay
Mermaid.
lover. Give him a break.
That's right. That's right.
We're in the desert, okay? Stop it.
The fact that you guys are sitting together for the first episode that we've had during Pride Month, you guys.
Representation.
We're gonna go get manis and petties after this. It's gonna be great.
Shopping. Make sure you stop by the Starbucks beforehand.
Right. Hello, Ryan Kennel.
Hello. It's good to be here. I told these guys before I tried to watch Across the Spiderverse. I didn't quite make it through it because I just kept falling asleep. I think there's something wrong with me. I'm tired all the time. I don't know. Maybe I won't be around much longer. We'll see. But this week, I did get to do the favorite stream I've done in a long time. I got to go on Film Threat on Critics Court with Chris Gore. And that was very fun to play the role of prosecution for the murder of Star Wars by Lucasfilm. Well, that was awesome. Go check that out if you haven't got a chance. I loved it. Great.
It was really good. Awesome. I got to read the chat because I was on the plane. I was on Spirit Airlines because nothing but the best for me. And yeah, their internet wouldn't play the video, but I got to read the chat. So the story.
Big time YouTuber here, people. Only the best right there.
Spirit Airlines.
I'll never Spirit Airlines. A lot of Chick-fil-A lovers there, according to Chrissy.
Oh. I'll give it to
you. Calm down, Keith. Calm fucking down.
Calm down. What's up, Odin?
What's up? I'm here. I'm actually here on time. This is great. Summertime's here, everybody. I also love how if you take all of our colors, like all the background colors that we have on screen, we essentially are a pride flag.
Look at me. We are the pride now. We are the pride now.
Look at us. We are the pride now.
We are gay now.
There's any other questions?
Why are we gay?
You are transgender.
Oh my.
Well, I'm glad you're here on time. You didn't have any family stuff. None of us have families, so it's
well, school off for the summer. It helps. So,
what's up, comics?
Hey, well, I just saw Spiderverse. I'm glad I got here in time to make the show, and I don't know if it was really worth it seeing the show, seeing the movie. That is, so yeah.
Well, we'll talk about it. Oh, we will talk about the Miles Morales movie.
The reaction's really I think the reaction's really positive from almost everybody I've seen.
Yeah. And good for them. We'll get to it. Exude agu. I don't have any of the sounds.
Oh, I should bring my.
Sorry.
Where is it?
Get your little gong.
Get that gong.
Get that gong.
And
bang it.
Bang the gong.
There we go.
Good job.
Nice.
there we go. It's not as
yeah, that was a little.
it's not as
loud.
not
Sounds
as
like a school bell.
spicy, not as deep as I would like it, but
Oh, is that? Hopefully, that's not the first time. Is that the first time you said that one?
Clip that, someone.
I haven't said it in the last like 4 years, so it's fine.
Oh, nice.
Mark saved.
Wow.
Mark saved.
How would you like DSP to do your intro today?
Oh my god.
Let me just, here we go. This is what DSP would say to introduce you to the stream.
They say Chicky Chang, Wang, Charlie Chan.
That's
fair enough.
base
I think that's a
DSP
good
back
intro.
in the day.
That was a little hot take there from DSP, huh? You know,
Dang you white people.
I think he's luminous.
Right.
Somebody in the chat said Mark's third leg has entered the chat.
Oh. And probably because I'm rude. I should have said this before the show, but thanks for being here, Drinker. Thanks for coming in. We really appreciate you. Slumming it.
Yeah. Will you summon the drinker shall answer the call. So, I'm here.
And we needed you for this one.
Yeah, big time.
Because we're reviewing the Miles Morales movie. So welcome, my friend.
Thank you.
Yeah. And what's up? Christy's has internet trouble. Or she's going viral again. I'm not sure which one.
Yeah.
You never know.
Trouble everywhere on the internet for her.
He's being interviewed by another main news outlet on the front page of MSN.
It is awesome. And then Keith Olbermann. Okay, so I remember when he was a sportscaster in LA, Jeremy, and famously lived with his mom, like way past the time when you're supposed to live with your mom.
Wow.
Never been married.
Sounds like a winner.
Yeah. But great to stand on that moral high ground all the time, or his balcony, because he's been kicked out of every place he's ever worked for abusing other workers, for being a psycho on the set. Crazy, isn't it? It's weird. Totally weird.
Yeah, he's
Real
really
pillar of the community there.
He really is a nut job. I mean, it's bad. And it's been this way for a long, long time. He's been unhinged for a long time, and it's gotten to the point where he's now reached a point where he's quote tweeting about YouTubers that have fake offended him, I guess. And nobody supports this guy. He's consistently lost followers over the years. I remember when he was kind of like, after he moved on from the sportscasting stuff, he was a pretty prominent person at MSNBC back when MSNBC actually had like more than 5 people watching them. He actually was a prominent political talking head there. That didn't last very long, and he pissed that one away too. So
Pride month.
Stop it, not on the camera.
Oh my god, the chemistry. You can cut the tension with a knife.
Did I skip you?
You skipped me.
I did skip you.
He's trying not to make it obvious, okay?
I don't
Just
know
give
how
him
to
the meat
skip.
and give it to him raw.
Wow.
Hi, Quarter Black. How you
Hey,
doing?
I'm doing good. How are you?
I'm doing great.
Let's move on. It's fine.
This trip was supposed to be about us.
You always do this, Gary.
Seen, not heard. Quarter Black. Seen, not heard.
I'm not expert.
Oh.
He's made you.
I'm a talent, damn it.
Is that what you are now? Okay. Mr. Big.
Yeah, I'm big
on
shot
a
now.
normal
Okay.
world show on the Blaze now. He's all big time.
Big
and
wig.
if you heard- I'll keep him in mind. I'll keep him in mind.
You know who's made it big though?
Who?
yay!
Hey.
She's at the
There
White
she
House.
Christy,
I'm at Mar-a-Lago.
It's Martha's Vineyard.
Oh my god, I wish.
Yeah.
so who have you offended in the past 10 minutes then?
The only way I could get into Martha's Vineyard would be if I was an illegal. So that's my best bet.
Hello.
Hi everyone. Hello. I'm sorry I'm late. The fucking internet was gay, and
It's Pride Month, though.
Everything's gay.
yeah.
Chrissy, how does it
Keith
feel? How does it feel to like go viral for like your lamest joke ever?
So lame. It feels so lame, Ryan. It was like a half of a joke. And I went into it like if people don't know what you're talking about, I went to Newsmax and they were like, "Oh, basically, what do you have to say about Chick-fil-A? People are worried they're going woke. They voted in this new VP who's pretty woke. They want to do this DEI." And like literally all I could come up with was like half of a fried chicken joke, and that's the shit that I'm getting dragged for.
Yeah, you could tell you were like, "Oh fuck, this is Newsmax. I can't say anything like super racist."
I know.
Everyone's saying in the comments like, "Oh, you can tell she wants to say the N-word." I was like, "How do you?"
Wow.
I mean,
Chrissy, I get those comments all the time. It's okay.
Nevada.
I was like, first of all, how do you know that? Second of all, that's for the FNT private group chat. Okay.
Yeah.
It's wild in there, man.
Private Discord, baby. There we go. That's all right. You pissed off a half of wit. So there.
Yeah.
I'm gonna
Yeah.
display it. I don't give a
I'm
shit.
like, Keith Olbermann, shouldn't you be shouting from a balcony about COVID? I haven't seen him in months.
Now,
and then my response to your I just responded to him with just a trolling with the Trump thing, and then Angry Joe responded to that.
What?
Yeah, and then asking me about why I support Trump. So, Ryan, thanks to Ryan.
Reply guy, angry reply
is
guy.
Angry Joe still screeching about fucking Trump? Like,
It's like,
for
hey,
real?
is there some?
That's his new job. His new job is Twitter reply guy. That's what he's done.
It was he was genuinely. It seemed like he was genuinely asking a question. Like he's like, "Why do you support Trump?" Like his policies, like whatever. It wasn't like sarcastic. It wasn't fucking mean spirited. It was actually. It seemed like he was just actually asking a question.
Well, so he and I and Ripa actually had a Discord call a few months ago. Whenever we were kind of going at it on Twitter, me, Joe, and Ripa jumped on a call, and we had a really good conversation. And it kind of got a little heated at times, but like it ended good. And Joe was super cool about everything. I mean, he still doesn't see things like I see them or Ripa. But he was genuinely trying to understand where we're coming from, which is more than you can say about most. I think you had some interactions with him a while back.
Yeah.
I don't know how that went, but
not so good.
So didn't okay. So
do the guy a solid, and he'll stick a knife in your back.
Yeah. Damn, I didn't. We'll have to talk about it off camera. I want to know what happened because, But so I haven't talked to him since the Discord call, but it ended well, and then he responded today. It wasn't a terrible response to what he said, so I responded in kind with, my answer about why I support Trump, and then he said thanks for the reply, and that's it. So, but yeah, it was like under the response to Chrissy, where I was just trolling Keith Olbermann's all I was doing. It's like I just wanted to don't care voting for Trump just because I wanted to see him spurg out even more, and so Chrissy just continues to just make waves, and it's awesome.
I don't know what the fuck is happening. Like I feel like I'm being watched. Like any little fucking
It's
thing.
your time. It's your time. Yeah.
I'm having 15 minutes. Okay. Yeah.
You wasted one of those 15 minutes on a Chick-fil-A fried chicken joke.
It was so last. What I wanted to say, like if I were with you guys or on stage at a club or something, I would have been like, why does Chick-fil-A have to worry about appealing to black people? They already sell fried chicken. Like that, me in my most natural state.
Right.
Well, I would have said that, but I'm like, I'm on professional, polished news. That's why I was like, I don't know what to say. Yeah. So I told it poorly.
I mean, it's not that professional considering Eric Bowling did reply to your tits on Twitter. Right?
Oh my god!
The thing is, though, he knew exactly what he was doing.
Yeah.
He wanted
you
to
were
talk
great
to.
last night.
Yeah, you were.
Okay.
It shows you where we're at. Like the fact that the YouTube side, and we have all these meme accounts that we fully embrace, and then you have all these mainstream people that are trying to intertwine now, and they respond. He responds at Chrissy Mayer's boobs.
Yeah.
Chrissy Mayer.
Yeah. They don't know who's a person and who's a boob account. Yeah.
Rumors.
And then you get AOC's drawing the next World War III over a parody account because you couldn't handle it, and all of us are embracing. And a lot of the parody accounts we have are they're trashing us, not in a bet. They're not actually, but it's memeing on us,
Yeah.
And so that's just, you got to embrace it. And so,
well, the scary thing about her parody account, I genuinely couldn't tell it was parody most of the time. I had to bring up the full title so I would know.
It's gone now. They have deactivated their account
It was glorious while it lasted.
Been blowing up so huge because they're hilarious. I particularly liked when they atted at Elon Musk and told him to ban them because they're sick and tired of the way that the parody account is treated.
That was really her.
I think my favorite line from it was we need to ban fossil fuels in our cars or it's going to wipe us out like it did the dinosaurs.
The tolerant left as they are, they sent one too many death threats to them, so they're kind of like, oh, all right, I think this joke's over.
Yeah.
If the dinosaurs could, they would all drive Teslas, I'm sure.
I honestly say though, like they should have put Count Dankula in charge of that account, then just hand it off to him. That guy would have rode that into the fucking ground, and he would have loved every minute.
Yes,
of it.
would have been amazing.
Yes, he would have. Speaking of running something into something, I got this picture right here. I'm sharing my screen.
I thought Extra Guy was driving.
There we go.
Only one of us eats pineapple on pizza around here. That's right.
Don't you have like a kiss cam at your sports stadiums? You should do like the kiss cam on them.
Yeah, that'd be good.
Yeah.
For the podcast listeners, this is a meme of Gary and Quarterback because they're sitting in the same room next to each other. They've got hearts around them and look like they're gay.
We know who
They're coming out.
If I do solo layout, could it be a kiss cam?
I got news for you.
No.
Oh.
So long, gay boys.
He hasn't got X-ray kills, but he's got that one. Okay.
Oh, but yeah, a Spiderman movie came out.
Yes.
Miles Morales movie came out.
But all it had was cameos of Spider-Man in it, but not Spider-Man. It was about Miles Morales and Gwen Stacy.
Well, I thought it was a really good Gwen Stacy movie with nice cameos from Miles Morales.
Yeah. Where he literally was like, "You know who I am? I'm Miles Morales."
Laughing in the movie theater. Ah, it was so good. And every time they popped the comic down to change scenes for him, it said Miles Morales on top. Laughing the whole time. And I'm gonna ride this thing I'm gonna ride it into the ground.
Well, the best part of
is Miles Morales.
Yeah, I mean, I didn't get a chance to go because I had some family stuff that I was traveling for the other day. But I like the first Into the Spider-Verse. I don't really have a big problem with Miles Morales as a character. I just like that they get so triggered on Twitter when you simply make a factual statement and they lose their minds over
I like Miles
Gary
as a character. At least in the movies, I don't know about the comic books or
He's
whatever.
not very good in
but
the comic books.
I think the movies, I like his character. I like his comic.
Gary has got thousands. Gary's
character.
gotten thousands and thousands of retweets every time he does this, and it's like if you're looking to boost your followers and you can take a little bit of screeching SJW, lunatics, just tweet that Spider-Man is Spider-Man and Miles Morales is Miles Morales, and you will get a ton of play. Go ahead, Drinker. You were about to say something.
Well, I was gonna say you can combine all of them and be like, Steve Rogers is Captain America, Tony Stark is Iron Man, and Miles Morales is Miles Morales. But yeah, I think to be fair, like in these movies, they've done a pretty good job of making Miles a more distinct character. Like he doesn't come across as just a carbon copy of Peter Parker. Like he's got his own personality, his own history and stuff. And I liked him. I genuinely liked his character, and I liked where they took him in this movie for the most part. I just wish they'd done it a bit quicker because it's not a short film, and it's a bit of a fucking cock tease as well by the end because it's like, okay, I know it's part one, but it feels like they could have done this entire story in one movie.
I was thinking the same thing.
Easily. Like a 2 hour and 20-minute movie of the entire thing, but this one could have been an hour and a half long and been I would have said it was a really, really good movie. I liked it. I thought it was fine. But it's 45 minutes to an hour too long.
Yes.
Easily.
Yeah. There's a lot of points that they repeated several times where it's like you could have done the mother storyline of I love you, I don't want to let you go. You could have done that in one, maybe two
scenes, not four.
Not four scenes. Yeah. Very long.
Drawn out scenes.
Just before we carry on, are we this is all spoiler free? Is it all spoiler free?
Yeah, like I wouldn't get into specifics about cameos or plot points but we can
although there is a lot
generally
and
about it.
It's really cool. Like I did really enjoy the movie. I thought it was fun. The action was great. The animation was great, although it did get a little too indulgent at some points where it was hard to follow, like literally where things were happening. The characters were great. I liked Miles a lot.
You like it more than the first one?
No,
I don't think so. I've been trying to think if I like it more. I think just because it's so long. I think if it was shorter, it would be
first one's really good. Really
good. First one's more focused on a tighter group of characters as well, and the relationships felt better.
Have you guys seen?
This one's bad, but
Have you guys seen that video where 30 minutes worth of fireworks go off in about 30 seconds? Like that viral video where
Oh yeah, when like the computer that's meant to be controlling it goes haywire and it just triggers everything immediately.
Yes, that is kind of how this movie felt for me. Just like very strong visually, but like constant, and it felt like I was watching 2 hours of TikTok. I don't know. It was beautiful, like stylistically beautiful, but it did feel like a bit much. I mean, I appreciate that they were trying to make it feel like a comic book. I guess.
Yeah. Some of the colors and stuff, like it started to make my head hurt after a while.
Yeah, it's overwhelming.
It's so like it's so intense.
Epileptic seizures. Don't watch this.
I don't know. I really enjoyed that. I thought visually it was. I haven't seen the first one, so this is the only thing I've got to go off. And I thought from aesthetic point of view, visual point of view, I thought it was superb. I loved the variation. I loved the different worlds would have different artistic style, different people from different areas, different artistic style, and coupled together with an excellent soundtrack. I think throughout the whole thing.
Oh, technically, yeah, I think it was spot on.
This was artistic,
was
you know.
Too effing long.
No, the story. There was a good story there. Because I think they dealt with the incursion. Yeah, they dealt with the incursions very well, much better than Loki.
Yeah,
and
much better than fucking Multiverse of Madness.
Oh yeah,
much better than MCU.
But we got the idea with the family. The scene. There is a scene where they're at school. He's at school with his parents, and he's not there because he's busy doing Miles stuff. And Spider-Man's in a different universe. And that went on for way too long. That scene went on for way too long. It should have been
the opening scene too.
Tight little scene, and then the rooftop party, way too long.
Too long.
The mom talking to him, but under the water, whatever it is, way too long. If you'd cut those, if you'd made those tight, and kind of really let the story flow, because when it flowed very well indeed, and the character motivations were very clear. And once the reveals were made, you understood everybody's motivations. From Miguel to Miles to Gwen to the Spot. You understood everything. You understood.
Okay,
you understood where it all
how
went.
they showed. We're not going to be specific, but they showed Miguel O'Hara, which is Spider-Man 2099. They showed his motivation. Really succinctly, and well. You could have done that with every character. Maybe spend a little more. Of course, you spend more time on Miles, and they open the movie. Sorry, I don't think that they opened the movie with Gwen with a very long
20 to 30. It felt
Gwen.
Yeah, it was about 30 minutes.
Before the title card.
That could have been 4 minutes long.
I did say to my mate next to me, because obviously this is the start of the movie. I turned to him and went, "This is a good Gwen Stacy film."
Yep.
Well, that's the problem with the film is
to judge this movie.
Yeah, right? It doesn't know who wants to focus on. It doesn't want to focus on Gwen or does it want to focus on Miles, and that's part of the issue with the film for me.
Yeah,
I think
if I had to take a guess, I would say part of the reason they're building up Gwen so much is they are probably going to kill her off in the next movie. I think that's
not the white liberal ally female.
The rumor I heard was that they're preparing for a women-centric Spider-Verse film, which is hilarious because this is definitely a women-centric Spider-Man.
Oh yeah, well, I mean,
women of color.
There's good fathers. There's good fathers. There's the visuals are good. Once they get into the crux of the plot, it's really good. The villain, the Spot, is
I liked him a lot.
Really good.
Good motivation.
Yeah.
Is he from the comics?
Yes.
I never read any of the
Miles. Spot is from the comics.
Do you guys feel like the movie did a good enough job getting you to care about the Dot villain guy? For me, I don't feel like
I did. Yeah,
they give him a nice bit of personality because he doesn't start off as this like all conquering guy on a mission as such. Like he's kind of trying to figure out what the hell his powers are and how they function, and gets more and more sinister and powerful as the movie progresses. And I like that. It shows him as kind of fallible and trying to work out his own goals.
Yeah, he's got his own character arc.
If you're a lifelong Spider-Man fan, there is some awesome deep cuts, but they're brief. They're super brief. But if you like me, collected all the action figures, you're gonna get there is a lot of really, really deep cuts.
Cartoons, video games, movies, literally everything.
I like the little cut in of the Andrew Garfield's movies. Where you get a little scene of him with Gwen dying. Like it's good stuff.
The alternate Prowler, Childish Gambino.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Donald Glover.
And Tom Holland was in it briefly, right?
I didn't see him.
I never saw it.
Yeah, I didn't see him.
I didn't see
Toby.
Holland.
But-
Yeah.
Yeah, I saw
Toby was in
Toby.
it. But there's a bunch of others,
There's
which I
a
won't
ton.
say. But there is a ton of others. We'll just say Yellow Flash.
There's one, you know which one I'm talking about because it's me. That I was just, me and my mate were just like, ooh, they're so cool.
I know. Yeah, there's
My very well-defined muscular structure.
My structure. This is the perfect pose. You
Oh,
know?
no, I'm talking about this one. I'm just putting a private chat. I'm talking about that one.
Oh yeah. That was.
Did you guys feel like it was too much fan service or just the right amount?
I think they overdid it a bit. I think they actually, I mean,
I like how they did the three
definitely,
Spider-Man memes where they're all pointing at each other.
Yeah.
I'm sad they put that in the trailer, though. I wish they had not put that.
Yeah.
I didn't watch any of the trailers, so
that was the biggest pop of my theater. Was everyone doing the three?
Yeah.
But like, there was definitely a concerted effort to belittle the white men and make sure there was as little in the film because both Ben Reilly and Pete. I mean, I didn't like Peter in this. I thought he was so emasculated and looked stupid and. There's a part in the film
you didn't see the
where
first
I
one,
actually
right?
thought he was going to take off the
first
stupid pink robe.
Yeah.
And he was gonna suit up properly, ready for what happens. No spoilers. But he didn't. They didn't do that. They just kept that whole thing going and again bringing a child and I'm just like
yeah, why would you
like because the kid's got a fucking mother? Like, can't you just leave her at home?
Yeah.
It's like, hey, I've got to go off and save the multiverse. Do you mind looking after the kid for like a day?
Well,
is that okay?
Yeah, the two clear stupid things in here are Peter like fighting with a baby and a pink fucking robe on.
Yeah.
And
Jessica Drew being pregnant.
Yes, Drew, Spider-Woman. For one, did anybody see the real Spider-Woman? The real Jessica Drew? No, I didn't either. But we had 5 months pregnant, riding a motorcycle and
she was
fighting
like
bad
7 or
guys.
8 months
I
pregnant.
do have a question. I got a question. When we see Gwen at the beginning, when Miguel comes in at the beginning and Jessica fucking dumbass Drew, worst character in the film by a country mile, comes into the film, and then they do the do, and then she goes because she does what Gwen goes, and then she comes back a few months later. Why
Still
is
pregnant.
Jessica Drew still pregnant at the same same bump?
Yeah, that's a very good question.
It's her superpower.
Because she said
Pregnancy.
a few months along, right?
Perpetual pregnancy.
Yeah, she's clearly about 5-6 months pregnant when we see her first time.
Horrible.
I mean,
She's
is
very far
she
along.
pregnant or did she just have too much at the buffet? Who knows?
Drinker, there was a Spider-Woman that had
called
too much
Baby
at the
Weight.
buffet.
Baby.
Saw that one.
Body positivity
There was
Spider-Man.
There was a couple of fat ass
Yes.
Spider-Women, yeah.
Oh yes, they had that. Yeah, this movie couldn't get out of its own way. This could have been like a freaking 8 out of 10, 9 out of 10 movie for me. It was too long, too much agenda in it that like would derail like really good scenes, and it felt like they're trying to make everybody happy. That's kind of where
There's actually a lot of messaging in the movie. I don't know if you guys spotted the BLM.
Yes.
The
Okay,
button that he had on his
what I-
bag.
Do you guys think that in this maybe possible alternate universe, in this BLM, maybe they're not corrupt and money grubbing?
Impossible.
Well,
They're probably not bankrupt.
Made before
They don't
all
burn
that
buildings
news
down,
came
maybe.
out that they were awful.
Be the
so-
only dimension.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, the rest in power stuff all over the place.
Rest in
that
power.
stuff.
Yeah.
That shit pulled me out of the movie, and that it shouldn't have been in there because if they actually cut all of that out, I think it would have made the movie a lot better.
I don't
Personally,
think that rest in power is necessarily a political statement.
I felt like George
But
Floyd.
I was confused that they
but
had a
it's
rest
not
in power thing about a criminal.
Yeah.
Right.
I think people say that instead of rest in peace.
yeah, they say rest in
but
peace,
the
and it
guy
is
was a
definitely a
criminal.
political statement.
The guy was a criminal doing criminal shit. He died being a criminal, and this is in the first movie, so it's okay.
Well,
and then they put the rest in power. It's just like
you got to watch the first movie.
Yeah, you got to watch.
I know. I know. Oh, okay.
Yeah, they kind of address that. There's a little thing. going. But dude, it was long. I think I've mentioned it was long. It was too fucking long. That's
is this you or is this Garrett and you, or are you talking about the movie at this point?
Right.
Hi, Shad.
Hello. It's good to be here.
Shad's freaking out. Shad's dressed normal.
I know,
it's
it's
weird.
so weird to see you in normal clothes.
It's actually.
Why are you not in full plate armor, Shad? Disappointed.
I have a really big announcement in regards to this. In fact, it's probably the biggest announcement of my career.
You're coming out. It's June.
Honestly, well, and I can't really stress enough because, well, a lot's been going on. It explains why I'm here and why and in fact, maybe X-Ray Go, if you could just make me full screen, I can demonstrate it just briefly, right? And
I'm getting Gavin McGinnis vibes.
Okay. I'm just about to share it with you. So what really happened is.
I understood that reference.
I get that, yeah.
Nice one, Shad. Nice one, Shad.
Oh my god.
If you know, you know. If you know, you know.
What a tease.
Now we gotta wait a year.
I like how you just left as well. It's great. It's like, job done. I'm fucking out of here.
Like he looked like he was somewhere where he was hiding a divorce or something. Like
He looked like he was filming Starsky and Hutch.
Yeah. But Gary, when you were talking about the length and possibly the girth as well of this movie, like where's this lost art of the 90-minute movie gone to? Like genuinely, because like The Little Mermaid had the same problem. The original one was what, like 85 minutes, something like that. The new one is like 2 hours, 2.5 hours.
Did you see Film Threat? I know this is an animated movie, but did you see the Film Threat discussion about this? Why are movies too long now? And their idea was it's because they're not made on film anymore; it's digital. And so because film's expensive, then they had to be much more tight and succinct. But now it's digital. The cost of the film is gone, and so they become self-indulgent, and and that's why the movies just got longer and longer and longer because they're no longer being pushed about cost because of film, and
it's crazy because they're still spending the same amount, if not more, money too.
Yeah.
Like, that's the craziest of all.
You could get more show times in at a theater if you have a show.
Yes. Yeah, exactly. And particularly when you're dealing with animated films, kids films, like you really want that movie to be around 90 minutes because they're just not going to sit through a 2.5 hour movie. Like when you factor trailers in, you're into like 3 hour territory. That's pretty.
Yeah, we talked about this yesterday. Me and you talked about this with Little Mermaid and how long that the live action film was versus the animated film, and your target audience, kids, they're not gonna they're gonna check out.
Is it narcissism on the part of the writers, or is it just inefficiency? Like they just don't know how to get information across quickly.
Maybe all the above.
Yeah, maybe.
I lost the skill to write shorter stories.
It's both.
Yeah. My film started
I think somebody's going to make a. Sorry, you go.
My film started at 10:30, but the film didn't actually start till 11. So that was like 30 minutes worth of commercials, trailers, all this bullshit. And yeah, you're right. It just makes it really fucking long. And it
I think somebody's going to take this movie when it comes out on RIP or Blu-ray or 4K, and they're going to make a really good 90-minute, 100-minute edit of this film.
Yes. Yeah. Yes. You know what? Cut out Jess Drew. To like a minute because you don't need any.
You don't really need her in there.
No,
you don't need her in there.
She doesn't need to be in the movie. She's clearly. I mean, it feels like they're checking off boxes for an ESG score.
They're like Afro, check, pregnant,
BLM sticker, check. But it doesn't add to the story.
Fighting in the Little Mermaid theater, check.
Well, that was more entertaining than the movie, to be honest. So
get me a refund.
How's Little Mermaid doing the second weekend, Ryan?
I mean, it's had some decent days and some decent week holds. The weekend's projected at a 61% drop at the box office. So that's a bigger drop than Aladdin was. Internationally, it looks like shit, to be honest with you.
Yeah.
Asia does not like this. China and Korea have both rejected it wholeheartedly. I think the opening weekend was number 4 in Korea and number 5 in China, something like that. So it's not gonna have any legs there. And for these international, these live action remakes, they need that big international box office.
If
Little
it doesn't
Mermaid
have
got it.
legs, maybe it should go see Ursula.
The amount of fucking puns that are available with this
That
Little
is
Mermaid
so
movie,
bad.
like the amount of puns are ridiculous. Oh, it flounders at the box office. Oh, it makes a splash. Does it have legs?
Headline, which is already annoying, is even more annoying with this movie. It's insane.
My favorite was, it looks like Asia doesn't want this to be part of their world.
Putting the reef in reef. No,
Ryan, I want you to, because apparently there's been some controversy with this film. We were way ahead of the curve on this because we mentioned it last Friday. Because we did bring up it was a Caribbean-like island, and how did some people get there? Well, by boats. They got by boats.
Yeah.
Involuntarily, we'll just say. So, what are some people angry about them not mentioning?
Slavery. It does not fucking matter how much you do. It doesn't matter how much diversity and representation, all this bullshit. Doesn't matter how many people you fucking race swap. Doesn't matter how many lyrics you change. Doesn't matter that you change the fucking end of the movie. Modern feminism. None of that shit matters because it's never enough for these lunatics. There's people that are upset that they didn't address slavery in the movie because of the setting, because it's in the Caribbean. Hey, maybe that's one of the things you should think about before you start changing things with these movies and start flipping all these things around, is what people are going to think. But yes, there's activists out there who are upset that Disney whitewashed the slave trade in the race-swapped Ariel movie.
Like you say, though, it's never ever going to be enough.
Yeah. It never appeals to the modern audience because you'll always get this backlash.
Yeah, and it's only funny because they're talking about this film as being racist, and yet look at what Miles Morales is doing. I mean, it's just it completely goes against the narrative.
Racist on Rotten Tomato took a fucking week off. They used up all the racism on the Little Mermaid. They're just nowhere to be found for Miles Morales' Spider-Man movie. It's really weird how that works. IMDb, Metacritic, all these review sites that are getting review bombed by the racist, not touched. The
racists are very compartmentalized. They can only do one thing at a time.
It's like the Sexist. They only came out for Captain Marvel, but they can't came out for any of the other.
I mean, what's the deal with this movie going to put a dent in Little Mermaid's box office this weekend? Because if Across the Spider-Verse is out now, that's surely going to have a big impact because it seems to be popular. It's got good word of mouth.
I think that's why they think it's going to drop about 61% or so, because a lot of that audience that would have been going there.
You're going to get boys and girls because Miles Morales and Gwen. So yeah,
and isn't it in Across the Spider-Verse? The expectations are huge for this opening weekend.
Got 150 million or so.
It had a $17.5 million Thursday.
Yeah.
That is the second biggest animated preview night of all time, only next to was it Incredibles?
Incredibles 2.
Incredibles 2.
That's the only thing that's behind.
It kept saying number one video. Number one movie in the world, and I'm like, this feels like just because there's nothing else out right now.
Let's put up big numbers.
It's gonna do over $100 million opening weekend easily.
Easy.
Domestic on over 100 million. Worldwide, they think they're projecting over 150.
Those have started to go up based on the early
in
returns.
Palm Springs with a bunch of old people, and they were sold out. It took us a while to find some seats. I
had a line last night at my theater, and the local one, the one that's right near me in the city, it's a ghost town. It's not a high volume theater since COVID, especially. But now, oh my goodness, it's just people are coming out.
My showing was at 10:30 and actually had a good number of people, and the noon screening was already sold out. There were several that were actually already sold out.
We had to go to the oldest part of Palm Springs. There's younger, older parts. So we just found with average age 80. And
I went to my local cinema, in a few months. 10:30 in the morning viewing is about a third full, which I think is really good.
Pretty good for that time of day.
For 10:30 in the morning.
Yeah, so I think it'll do really well, and it would have done even better if it was shorter.
Right?
Yes.
That's what she said.
Story.
So I thought I give it I don't think it was as good as the first one, anywhere near as good as the first one, but I thought it was passable. It was good. It was good. There was parts I really liked. I love the deep cuts, the comic book stuff. I love all that stuff, but it doesn't make up for the fourth scene in a row where Mama tells
love you.
I love you,
Yeah.
Mama.
I love you, Miyako.
Yeah, it's like there's a lot of times where you start getting really invested in the story, and then there's something that just pulls you right out of it.
Slows down. Drinker, what were your overall thoughts of it?
Overall, I was quite pleased with it. Like you say, I don't think it was as good as the first one. It was probably about 20 or 30 minutes too long. But the art style was fantastic. The vocal performances were all good.
Yeah.
I liked most of the characters involved, and I think they had a good handle on their motivations. So overall, I think it's a pretty solid movie. Like, if our biggest criticisms is like, yeah, it's a bit too long, that's all right by me. Like, I can live with that. So yeah, it's almost like, damn, Sony are starting to get a handle on this whole like doing comic book movies thing. You know, especially when it comes to Spider-Man. Like they know how to do this better than Marvel does.
But I thought,
multiverse better than Marvel does.
Absolutely.
Oh,
That's what
yeah,
I was
yeah.
gonna say, like the idea that again, I had trouble. I didn't see the whole movie. I was a little bit in and out.
At
But
the beginning where they showed the Marvel multiverse, right?
yes.
So they showed it.
So I didn't expect this movie to be a combination of Loki and what we all assume Flashpoint will kind of be.
Yes.
You know what I mean? That's really what this felt like. Where you have, you know, changes to the timeline, and you also have some people that don't want the timeline. They're protecting the timeline. That's like their purpose. And it felt like it did it better, at least certainly than the Loki show.
It did.
But, yeah.
I got a question about Miles. Legit question, not being facetious. In the first movie, are his parents separated?
You know, we still don't trust you. We still don't trust you.
No. I'm honestly being legit. Because he's called Miles Morales, but his father's surname's Davis. So why isn't he Miles Davis?
But his badge.
Because he's already Miles Davis.
Because he didn't like playing trumpet.
Because he's not into jazz.
He took her last name.
He
That
took
has
her-
to be the
yeah, because he's called Morales.
Is he
Morales.
Well, I mean, I don't.
Morales, and he says Morales in.
I have a stupid question. So I felt like throughout the movie there was this conversation of, "Oh, you're not supposed to be here. You were never supposed to be bit. You were never.
cultural thing. Okay.
You were never supposed to
That was
be
meta.
Spider-Man."
Yeah.
Okay, is that supposed to be a commentary
Yes,
about
it's a commentary
larger?
about people rejecting the character.
Okay.
Yes. The problem is that there's a point in the film. Not going to give you the details, but he's basically says, you know, what we mentioned earlier is like, I belong here. My name is Miles Morales, and I'm going to do my own thing, right? Except,
which is great. I love that.
great. I love this idea, and what I've always said about the character the minute he was introduced. But essentially, I have a long box of his first appearances, and I could just put them all on eBay and flood the market right now, which would be kind of funny. But he was. I always said that he should have a different name. He should be Spider-Man should mentor him. Basically, if you want to do something different, give Spider-Man a sidekick. He's never really had a sidekick, somebody to mentor, and then go off on his own with a different name, be a different character, have different villains. Yeah. But he is still just a Spider-Man derivative who uses derivative Spider-Man villains, Spider-Man plot points, and that's all this is. It's just reverse plot points from Peter Parker Spider-Man, and it's not. You're not going to be able to have him go out on his own as long as you just do alternate Spider-Man stuff that's already been done. It's like go out.
He could be Black Widow. Oh, never mind.
On the point of they downplay the white characters, I don't know if I really see it that heavily in the movie. Like Peter Parker from the first movie, he says like, "Oh, I'm his mentor," and then she says, "Oh, you did what's her name? A Spider Woman pregnant."
Jessica Drew.
Like,
You did a terrible job of mentoring him.
You're a terrible job at mentoring him.
The woman fighting 5 months pregnant
on a motorcycle,
chastising. On a motorcycle, is chastising somebody for being a bad mentor.
Well, she's chastising a guy holding a baby.
Yeah, he's trying to fight with a baby.
Actually, really competent.
Good point.
Because of what Peter has taught him. So they in the movie, in the context of the movie, they legitimize that Peter is a good mentor to Miles.
I tell you what, I think what they feel though is they are deathly afraid of Peter Parker, and he has to be very carefully controlled throughout this, because if he's shown to be like really like taken seriously and competent, like the audience is going to go with him instead of Miles. That's what they're terrified of. So in the first movie, he's like just out of shape, burnout loser. This time around, he's just like a goofy, bumbling, hapless dad who's just obsessed with his baby, and it doesn't see the bigger picture. And again, both times he has to be kind of played for laughs, because if you got like serious focused Peter Parker, they're terrified that like people just want to have a movie about him and not Miles.
Yeah,
I think that's
right.
why he's so carefully managed in
sense,
these
yeah.
films.
And I know Az didn't see the first one, so he didn't see like that there was another Peter Parker who was like the very stereotypical, like perfect Peter Parker that dies in it, right? And then you had this other Peter Parker who's the opposite, whose life has gone like the complete opposite way. So
So it made more sense in the first film.
I thought so, yeah. And then you see him kind of have like this, you know, comeback.
Yeah, they kind of help each other out. He mentors the kid, and then he gets his life together.
And there is a really good way. I won't say what it is, but there's a really good way they make that plot part of Miles's origin while still having the annoying meta commentary of he doesn't belong here.
Yeah.
And it's like, well, I mean, this is the gaslighting part that we've been talking about with all the race swapping. Okay. And this goes way back, by the way. And you want to know what the motivation from the companies is, and many have said this before, and this is old fucking news, by the way. They've been doing this for years. The motivation to do derivative characters is to screw people out of rights.
Yes.
That's simple.
Right. Yeah.
It's always been that, and it's been that for decades. Now, is there political motivation too? Yes, we even heard it with the
That's
Queen
the vehicle.
the Queen Cleopatra director came out and said, "What a political act it would be to make
Yeah, no, you got it right. You got it right.
Cleopatra. I know it's Pride Month, Gary, but come on.
You got it right. You got it right.
It's just stroke.
Cleopatra.
Yeah, Gary hasn't had a stroke since that one Orlando one we had. Remember that one?
I think Portland would beg to differ.
Yeah, I'm totally Ryan. You can outlive me. Don't worry. Don't worry. No, but that's what we've seen, and they've come out and admitted they're like the artist from Grand Wizards of the Coast came out and said, "Well, we were going to go one way with Aragorn, but we wanted to be more."
That's not adding anything to Lord of the Rings.
Political. They wanted to be
but it's not just Aragorn. It's Aragorn.
Oh, I know.
It's
I know.
Galadriel.
But I'm talking about
Gandalf. It's Merry.
And what was their
Eowyn.
motivation? What was their motivation? Was it
publicity?
Publicity, activism.
So
Activism.
for that like white Aragorn that came out, wasn't that an epic troll by somebody that basically took the handle of the person, the activist that was writing on there, pretended to be her, used an AI generated image to make an Aragorn, a white Aragorn, and then trolled everybody on it, and then changed their account back?
I didn't see the photo. I just saw the comment.
All I saw is the comment. All I saw is the photo. I don't even know what fucking is real anymore on Twitter anymore because we're in this fucking clown world.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna believe it. Okay, yeah, sure. Are they gonna make Mila Kunis fucking thing? Sure. Okay, I can believe.
I thought AOC's account was the fucking parody account.
Me too.
Yeah.
I was like, oh, this is so stupid. Oh, brilliant. Well, oh shit, that's the real one.
Well, okay. Do we want to talk about what Nick Pope said about AI? Okay,
Yes.
so there's he was talking about this conference we went to, talking about AI and using humor as an experiment from a short story. This is from I'm going to try to do this fast, from a short science fiction story, and basically jokes are an experiment from an alien race on us. And the minute we pass the test is when jokes are not funny anymore. And we're kind of achieving that with AI on Twitter because like the memes are like mirroring reality so fucking much now. Like we don't even know. We don't.
Yeah.
It's life art imitating memes, imitating life. I mean, Queen Cleopatra is the fucking definition of the Netflix adaptation, and they they did it. So like we're at some singularity point. You know,
Well, yeah, it's like the whole thing with parody. Life has basically become a parody account at this point.
Yes.
Clown filled.
Yeah.
Clown filled. All silly.
Clown filled.
Well, every time you think like, yeah, this is so ludicrous, they would never do it. Like when we talk about Star Wars in the past, like, okay, when we're completely out of fucking ideas, what can we do next? Another Rey Skywalker movie, and then they get the fucking announcement that they're doing one. It's so ridiculous.
Yeah. It is. I mean, some of the AI stuff that we've seen is downright scary, and the fact is in 5 years it's going to be even better. The technology is going to be much better.
It's only going to get better.
There's been times I couldn't tell, and you know, so because most of the time you can, if you look closer, you're like, it's obviously it's got, you know, there's some minor issues with like how the mouth movement is, but in 3 to 5 years, we're not even going to be able to tell, and then at that point, that's going to send mass chaos to communication levels, to because as we know,
you see a video of Joe Biden falling down, you'd be like, is that real or not? It's still funny. Is it real?
It's like, well, it happens so often, who knows?
Yeah, exactly. And as Barack Obama taught us, once a lie is delivered out to the masses, that he did so many fucking times as president, especially in his last 2 years, it doesn't really matter what the truth is. Once that gets corrected, once that lie is pushed out there, and that's what AI is going to do.
Most scandal-free president of all time, Barack Obama.
Imagine what you can do to public figures though when you can deep fake them into saying whatever you want them to say. You know, and you could like threaten them with like legal consequences, like, well, I've got this video of you using the N-word or whatever, and like, you know, they didn't do it, but it's like, well, you got a perfect AI copy of it, no one can tell the difference. Where the hell does that lead you?
And then it kind of gets into where you have to start proving that you were not in this situation, instead of people having to prove, you know, it's like now, like if something comes out where like, I don't know, a politician or a CEO or somebody, there's AI of them saying something, then that going to get put out there to millions and millions of people, retweeted, shared all over social media. And that CEO or that actor or that YouTuber, then you have to spend time proving how that isn't you. And it's almost damn near impossible as the technology advances. It's scary as hell.
Yeah, it is scary.
Yes, I just looked it up to confirm.
Why can't we see them and they're laughing? What are y'all doing?
I heard this weird slapping sound going on.
I would love for the AI.
I was like, what?
My hope for the AI is that, like, the next time Joe Biden falls, they could have him do like a Willy Wonka somersault into a jump.
Oh yeah, just right back up.
No, like
The White House is just going to use it to have footage of Joe Biden just walking normally from place to place. We really need this.
Right now, the biggest issue with AI is not the technology, but it's the ethics around it and how it's going to be used. That's the thing that needs to be figured out first. Before
How the fuck do you think it's going to be used?
That's what the WGA strike is over. It's not over getting rid of it. It's over control of it. AI.
Yeah. Well, this AI art is the one that caused all this chaos. So this is the thing that went fucking viral the other day.
Yeah.
This person is an actual Wizards of the Coast employee. I think a trans activist who works there. Apparently, at one point, this person deleted their Twitter account.
Just somebody who works there.
Right, exactly.
That's somebody who works there.
They deleted their
activists. They're all trans activists.
They deleted their Twitter account, but this is what was out there. Initially, for about a fleeting nanosecond, we started creating the visual look with the film adaptations art design. However, we didn't feel like this added anything new to either IP, so we quickly agreed to push for a more virtuous goal: inclusion. This is a troll from the Free Magic Reddit.
Nice.
Good troll. When they deleted their account, they basically use that name, right?
Ryan, that first one sounded like the troll.
I know. To sum up the past 24 hours, if you're even niche famous, reserve your online handle. Don't delete your account, idiot. When I sat down and tried to imagine, because this is the handle, right? Yeah. When I tried to sat down and tried to imagine the wildest shit possible, all I got was Wizards of the Coast staff likes, retweets, and a DM after saying I was too believable. That face when you post AI art done in seconds, called Brothers Hildebrand art boring and digital speed paint smooth, call all fantasy nerds gay, and call out arachnophobia in the MTG community, and all you get is applause and likes.
That's the issue. Going back to the whole thing with reality being parody.
Hang on. Call out arachnophobia.
All the games are adding that little tick box.
Yeah.
So this was like that thing that everybody fucking reacted to. This was not real. This was a troll with AI art.
Good job.
Which, to be fair, don't give him that fucking beard. Why would you give him that beard anyway? But anyway, just wanted to clear the record.
Okay. So
it's good to know since I used that in my video.
It was a really believable troll.
It was,
and it was well done.
That's kind of what the thing is saying. It's like I sat down and tried to think of the most ridiculous shit I could possibly imagine to pretend to be a Wizards of the Coast employee, and all I had was them clapping and applauding as I was tweeting ridiculous shit.
Arachnophobia in all its forms. Okay, spiders' lives matter.
How do you not? How do the self-awareness is off the charts, man. You remember we've had those accounts that have tried to make accounts that seem like they're trying to be us, and it's obvious. We go, this guy's clearly trolling to try to make fans sound racist, sexist by saying something. You know what I mean? It's like it's so easy because we have self-awareness. You know, like we can tell when someone's just trolling. These freaks on the left, though, they can't tell when they're being trolled. They can't tell. They're like, they start clapping like seals when someone.
It's so important for inclusion.
Yeah.
Neither did a lot of other people too.
When in all fairness, Ryan, I said that sounded like that first one sounded like a parody. But the thing is, I was like, it should be a parody, but I believe that's from the people.
Yeah. It's exactly what they would say.
It's become very difficult
with it.
It's AOC again. It is real. It's not really parody because they're just saying things that they actually do say.
Well, DC Comics basically did a Phil Jimenez. He put out. They've done the DC logo and they got the whole fucking alphabet all over it, and it's all waffle inclusion exclusion. And I just replied with, pride comes before, pride is what destroyed the comic book industry. So this is pretty apt.
Yep, I agree. We walked into, we were at Pasadena, California. We walked into a CVS, and in the parking lot there was a car
holding hands.
No, we were holding hands. There was humility month, and it was in the rainbow flag.
God, and it was huge. It wasn't just a little bumper sticker. It was massive humility. Most humble person in the world.
I found a video of when Gary and Garrett met right here. This is when Gary and Garrett met for the first time. Right here.
Oh,
this is when they met. Watch.
Fuck.
And that's how Friday Night Tights got its
and a legend was born.
Met in New York, just hit off.
Who did this? This is no. Leave it alone. Come on.
Oh my God.
Wow. Why would you do that?
Hey, bro, there's some nice tits in that pool, all right? And I ain't talking about Elon.
Hey.
Ryan's never looked happier. Look at it.
So the meme goes, it's got AOC, Elon, and Brie Larson in a hot tub with Ryan, and then it's Jeremy with the Wolverine meme looking at a picture of
me and Ryan.
Well done. Well done. Hey,
Jeremy with his arm around Ryan.
It'd be easier to just tell you. Could you find what Mahler shared with us from the Golem game from that?
Sure.
Video that was
That's horrendous.
So, was this?
That was amazing.
It was this
Gary,
Metal Commander playing it.
Gary, me and Drinker were talking about this yesterday. There is no reason, you being the single most important gamer on the platform, a big Lord of the Rings fan, you should be playing this game live. Holy shit.
Oh, Jeremy. Mauler, we've made a deal with Gary. If Mauler and I complete the game, Gary has to do a stream.
He has. Oh, gotta. Yes.
So Mauler and I are pushing through.
You've got to put that Nerdrotic meta PC to use, man.
Hey, I've used it like a lot in the last month. So here we go.
Okay.
Meta PC's Nerdrotic.
Oh, no.
My God, it's so lifelike.
Can I just say that metal is lucky because my wheel was going in all different directions. Left, right, sideways.
Awful.
He's doing the butterfly. He's a swimmer.
The funniest part is that Gary wouldn't even know that the game's bad.
Gary wouldn't know.
Is it magical?
The camera doesn't know what
How do you fuck up something so?
No.
They solved this stuff 30 years ago in video games. What are you doing?
And Metal's German. He should be embarrassed, right? So.
Yes.
No.
The best part, though, is Ryan is 100% right. Gary wouldn't even know it's bad.
Know. I don't think most of the players would know what to do at this point. And this game looks broken as fuck.
I do believe As said on Twitter yesterday, this is the worst thing the Germans have ever done.
I loved how the company put out an apology about the game, and they couldn't even get that right.
Yeah, they got
called
the typo.
It the Lord of Ring.
Lord of Ring, yeah.
Just add it to the heap of other apologies.
Oh, shit.
No.
Good.
Holy crap.
Stop pre-ordering games. Stop it.
Yeah, wait 8 years. Wait 8 years, and that's a pretty good time. We talked about because I missed this one on my This Week in Race Swapping. It looks like
Came out right after.
It did. I could have probably almost added it to, but apparently you're gonna have to pull this. Well, I can pull the article up.
The James Bond one?
James Bond.
Oh.
I don't know.
Great news for Bond fans because it's
Great
been quite a
news.
roller coaster.
Yeah.
The next James Bond won't be white. Claims industry exec as Hunt. I hunted, Rob. I hunted.
Well, if that's the case, you've just killed your next Bond movie.
Yes.
Well done.
Good luck.
Bro, have you seen
Broccoli's-
Campia's latest rant video where he's
it's glorious.
Jesus Christ. He's
we
like
were
he's,
watching that with Chris Gore and laughing our asses off, dude.
He's like asking to lose 30,000 subscribers because he thinks they're all racist.
In
Holy
48 hours.
crap.
Slows down his comment section too. It's great.
He did. Did he keep the video up?
Well, his live chat.
Yeah.
Subscribers.
So I'm sure this will just help that argument a lot. We're talking about James Bond. Like you could, as Idris Elba actually suggested, when they kept on asking him about it, he's like, make another agent.
Yeah.
Make it 008 or 006. And,
06, that's Michael B.
008, whatever.
Sean Bean.
Sean Bean.
Oh, Sean Bean, sorry. He's dead, it doesn't matter.
00.
He's dead in pretty much everything, so yeah.
Yes.
Point.
00 Juneteenth, whatever you want. And
0019.
make sure.
I have a casting. Miles Morales.
Miles Morales says
0069.
James
Miles
Bond.
Morales says James Bond.
Just
Oh my
keep
God.
it going.
Well, they're giving him all these ridiculous powers. He can make an energy sword now in the comic books. Yes. So they should just he can be whatever he
He's
wants.
got like zappy powers. He can go invisible.
They did the what if where they made him Thor. Where they made the most racist comic book imaginable.
By Odin's fade.
he had the exaggerated swagger that only a black teenager can have.
The next James Bond won't be white, according to one industry executive, as the Hunt. Again, hunted.
Hunted.
For the next 007.
30,000 subscribers.
Jesus Christ, the hunt for Bigfoot took less time than this. Like, honestly, how long has this hunt been going on for?
Well, you
Just
see,
to cast one character.
They need a James Bond, but they can't have a masculine guy. At the same time, he can't be too feminine.
Well,
if he
they're
goes
actually-
by them, maybe,
No, as I heard from a very good source that they're with O.J. Simpson while he's hunting for the killers, hunting for.
Good reference.
There you go. Thank you. 2 years since No Time to Die was released, where they killed James Bond because Phoebe Waller-Bridge wrote the script. Can't wait for Indiana Jones. Bond Kingpins Michael G. Wilson and Barbara Broccoli, whatever.
Broccoli, yeah.
Broccoli.
Chopping broccoli.
Same family. They
Dana
invented
Carvey
broccoli.
reference, yeah.
Same family.
Do not have all the time in the world to decide on the trajectory for the character of Bond. Despite all the gossip and guesswork, Pinewoods kept the secret. I'm sorry, this is like
Pinewood's best kept secret holds true with insiders. divided over the next Bond's
Thank you. I
background,
cannot read
skin
this. It's
tone,
too small.
acting, CV, and
I
accent.
need a new prescription. Yes.
One TV executive told GB News, "I think the days of a white Bond are over. You could look at the recent casting of Doctor Who as a bellwether in that respect."
Yeah, this is fucking bullshit. It's like one TV executive who's got no fucking connection to this project or anything.
Exactly. This is very much speculative from someone who's not even part of this studio. It's just a TV insider.
Oh, fuck you,
I'd
man.
be particularly surprised if it were a white, clipped, upper middle class English actor. That would be a bold move, but I think it'd be suicidal for the Broccoli franchise.
Really?
A bold move.
It would be a bold move to do something that's been successful for the past 60 years.
Yeah.
Crazy stuff, I know.
Bold move, Cotton.
If you had asked me about 6 years ago, I might have said it'd be Idris Elba. I think his time might have been gone, as they think maybe perceived as too old. Indeed, Broccoli has reportedly circulated a shopping list for Bond to be British, less than 40 years of age, and around 5'10". However, another anonymous film and TV exec disagreed. So basically, you have the same amount on each side
Some
here.
other random
Telling GB News that they, quote, would be surprised if Bond wasn't white, and pointed to previous experience as a more pressing factor. They said, Henry Cavill, he's great, but he's been Superman. They don't want that kind of baggage of Superman playing James Bond.
The irony is he never really has been Superman.
No,
That's the problem.
Yeah.
Turning 40 recently and standing 6 feet tall, but having arms of a 5'3" man, Henry Cavill previously auditioned for the role and told Men's Health UK that as far as he knew, the shortlist had gone down to Craig and him. The Witcher actor went on to recall the director Martin Campbell saying, "Looking a little chubby there, Henry," as he reenacted a towel scene from the Sean Connery era. God, when did he do that audition? Because you guys remember Immortals? Was that the movie he was in? That,
Yes. He was pretty ripped even in that.
I thought chubbing up was a good thing.
Wasn't he in the Tudors as well?
yeah, maybe they were talking about his dick. You're right.
He was
Rome?
Craig. That was, I mean, he was really young at that point. He was still in his 20s.
The film and TV exec told GB News they believe the producers might go with somebody a much softer ITV or BBC Sunday night kind of show, which has almost come from nowhere. It'll be a surprise to people. Fitting this bill would be Bookie's favorite, McMafia and Happy Valley star James Norton, 37, and Richard Madden, 36, of Bodyguard and Citadel acclaim. Richard Madden is the next James
Madden
Bond.
is interesting.
I mean, Madden could probably do it. I don't know if he's got the charisma to hold up a franchise like that.
He does not.
Bond.
In both, I think Richard Madden's biggest roles in my mind were obviously in Game of Thrones and in Eternals. Those are like the two I think of when I think of Richard Madden.
He was pretty good in Bodyguard. I'll give him that much. I think Aaron Taylor Johnson could be a good bet. Like they mentioned him here. He's young. He's obviously in amazing shape. He's got the swagger. Like he was really good in Bullet Train.
He was really good in Bullet Train. Yeah.
Dude, he was the worst thing about Godzilla. He just was a fucking wet
Well,
blanket.
he's a human in a Godzilla movie, so.
Yeah.
Yeah, and like they didn't give him much to work with, and he was a lot younger back then.
Yeah, when I think of
He was
Richard
great in
Madden,
Kick-Ass, and he's great in kind of everything he does. So
I don't know if I've seen Bodyguard, but like for Richard Madden, he just in what he's been asked to do, he's very stoic and dull. You know, like intentionally, like from what I've seen him in. I haven't watched Citadel, so I don't know about that, but maybe he certainly could have it within him to be more than that and charismatic.
Nobody's
but I
watched
haven't
Citadel.
seen it.
Citadel's the second most expensive show made in recent memory, and nobody's watched it. $300 million for 6 episodes.
Wow.
Way to go, Amazon.
That's $50 million an episode, Gary.
That is $50 million and a fucking episode. Dude.
It's almost Rings of Power level.
Just give me $1 million.
You know what? No,
not to do anything. I just want $1 million.
whatever you do with that million is better
Drinker
than
and I saw a
what they
movie
did.
that was made for 6 million euros. That was freaking rad. Called
Sisu. Yeah,
and that was only about 90 minutes long as well. Like nice and quick. Didn't waste time. Pretty simple story. Did it
That's
really
me in
well.
bed. That
That's
is
all you
me in
need.
bed.
There you go.
That is me in bed.
Quick in and out. Doesn't waste time on
Quick
pleasantries.
doesn't
That's
waste
you.
time. 30.
The quick and the satisfied. That's
Sometimes satisfied. I don't know.
Biography's name.
Quick and the snoring.
The quick and the oh my god.
Could you at least roll off me first?
Yeah, Aaron Taylor Johnson would be fine. It's not going to be Aaron Taylor Johnson. No. It'll be Ncuti Gatwa. They'll get him to play Bond too.
You know who it should be?
Who?
Henry Cavill.
Yes.
Well, yeah.
Yes.
That would make the most sense as, but they're not going to do it.
No.
No, I know.
I mean, when you think about how the Bonds have been portrayed over the years, right? What would be your ideal style of Bonds? You know,
Gold
from the
Bond, medicated powder.
I don't necessarily want another super serious, somber, broody Bond like Daniel Craig was, but where could you take it realistically?
A little bit of Pierce Brosnan. Brosnan had the he had the charisma, he had the personality.
Yeah. Make it fun again.
But he also had that dark side. You got to have the dark side, but you've also got to have that little bit of levity. And Pierce Brosnan was, he was perfect, absolutely perfect.
I wish we would have got more Timothy Dalton Bond, to be honest.
Yeah. So do I.
But I think
I wasn't a fan of Timothy Dalton.
I think that
I just didn't think he didn't look like Bond. It's a weird one.
I think that
probably
for
the
Daniel
most...
Craig, I love Casino Royale. I fucking love Casino Royale. I love the origin story of this character, how he becomes a 00, all these things. And what I thought they were setting us up for, in my mind, what I thought with this very emotional movie, what they were setting us up for, hey, okay, this is why Bond is the way he is.
Right.
This is why he's a womanizer. This is why he's people. This is why he's cold. Okay, I totally get it. I'm on board. But then Quantum of Solace, he's still fucking hung up. And then we find out that the entire fucking movie arc, all the movies are actually about him still being hung up on her. That would to me was the big failure. I like the fucking dark, brooding, physical fucking shit. I loved it. In fact, a lot of that is very close to Ian Fleming's novels in a lot of ways.
Yeah.
But I just think that they got way too caught up in the emotional side of Bond being hung up on this one girl and didn't move on and give us what we actually wanted.
Yeah.
I kind of agree.
Go ahead.
I was going to say as well, as you referenced there, trying to tie all these movies together into a big overarching storyline was such a fucking terrible idea because there's such a gap between the movies. You end up forgetting what happened in the previous one, so it's I'm not even sure what Bond is hung up on at this point because the movie you're referencing came out 15 years ago. And also Bond's not meant to have a serialized story arc. It's supposed to be episodic. He's supposed to bounce from one adventure to the next. And it's kind of there's a loose continuity there, but it's not supposed to be this big convoluted storyline.
They gotta get a little less. Go ahead, Az.
I was going to say, the time he spent with Vesper in Casino Royale is great, but it's not that long. In the grand scale of life, it's not that long. It's 6 months tops.
Yeah, but it's Eva Green.
I know, dude. I know.
Fuck yeah.
He's got it up in the wank bank, you know. So to be hung up on a 15 years later doesn't make any sense. Getting a permission to marry, but say down on her, she's he's got a good taste in women. But no, when we go back, Brosnan's GoldenEye, fucking peak. That is peak fucking Bond right there. Absolutely perfect.
Running the tank down the streets, doing
like that. I mean,
that's a great scene.
We'll never get the Bond that we should get anymore because what we should be getting with Bond is we should be getting somebody who is cold morally because he's got a job to do, somebody who will use people, abuse people. Somebody who'll do, who will have that vicious side to him, but he'll have that loyal side to him, loyal to the country. He'll do the things that aren't meant to be done. But now the people who are all in charge of this shit, they're like, and now he's got to be respectful to women, and he's got to be angry.
As you just laid out the proof why it's not conspiratorial, what we've been talking about for 5 years. What you have is, Eric's brought it up, Star Wars is a layup, Star Trek is a layup, Marvel is a layup, fucking James Bond is a layup. All you have to do is adapt the source material, be within the spirit. All you have to do is cast Henry Cavill as James Bond, and you will have the highest grossing James Bond film in years. They don't want to do this because they don't want it to be successful, although they know it will be. How insane! You're in a business to make fucking money, and you're making decisions that are counterintuitive to your profits for agenda. That is no longer conspiratorial. This absolutely fucking proves it because they think it supports some mythical fucking CRT neo fucking commie shit. And that's what it is. I mean, like, I wish it was different. I wish I wasn't saying this shit out loud, but dude, that's what's happening. Like, it's the simplest fucking thing in the world. Henry Cavill, James Bond, fucking, especially after being, unceremoniously fired from Superman, quitting Witcher, would be the biggest news, biggest entertainment news for a month. Easy. You would James Bond will be like, everybody would be happy, like, and you would find out exactly how many people would be against this. It would be like 5 people on Twitter, and they'd be drowned out.
Yep.
Oh yeah,
absolutely drowned.
Great show to film. One of the best lines with Daniel Craig. Sorry, Ryan. One of the best lines with Daniel Craig in Casino Royale is when Vesper's sort of laying out all of her credentials.
Bitch is dead.
And he says, "Don't worry, you're not my type." It's just like, what? Smart, success.
Oh, yeah.
It's like, no, single,
yeah.
It's
It's
like,
great.
that was brilliant line.
Gets to have a little bit of sass, but you've never got a line like that now.
And she, to be fair, like, she was fucking very combative towards him and strong in her own way. I sized you up from the moment you walked in, and she has this fucking suit. Like, there's a lot of good shit from her in that too.
Yes.
To be fair to the Daniel Craig movies, they are far and away the biggest box office James Bond has ever seen. Like, obviously Skyfall was over $1 billion. Spectre was around 900 million. They started off with Casino Royale, which is almost 600 million. Quantum of Solace made like the fucking same. The budgets were a lot higher for these, to be fair.
Yeah.
But even like the difference between Die Another Day, Casino Royale made way more than Die Another Day, and that was Pierce Brosnan's Swan Song just a few years earlier. So you can't even really factor in inflation too much in that one. So, they were successful, I think. Maybe when you look at COVID, made up the budget of some of these fucking the last one they did, whatever. But it's going to be interesting to see whoever it is next. If you race swap him, it's not going to work. Bottom line, that's not James Bond. Because as we're starting to see with these fucking race swapping things, like when you race swap Ariel, all of a sudden the international audiences aren't very interested in something. You have to remember, James Bond, for us Americans here, James Bond is not a fucking American franchise. James Bond makes bank internationally. It doesn't do that well domestically. The international splits are outlandish for Bond movies. So you have to factor in the global economy tends to not like a lot of this fucking pushing of identity politics.
I think as well, like particularly the desire to race swap black characters into these roles, it's a very American perspective.
Yes.
Like, kind of going back to what you said, like the rest of the world doesn't have that same focus on this kind of thing, and it doesn't have the same hang-ups around this sort of stuff that Americans do. And so, like, it doesn't make the same sense to us when we see it, and it tends to get rejected more. Hence, the box office for Little Mermaid. When you get outside of that Californian bubble where everyone doesn't obsess over like race and identity and stuff, they're just like, what the fuck is this nonsense? No, I'm not watching this, and I'm not taking my kids to go see it. Like, that's as far as the conversation goes.
Think visual branding too. So you're from another country, say you're from India or you're in Asia and you don't speak the language. You see Bond, you go, he's a white man that has black hair, that is tall, and that's what he is. And he wears suits. Then you change that. His hair's different. His skin color's different. He talks different. They're like, okay, who is this other character? So visual branding is really powerful over the decades of building up Bond or Spider-Man or Little Mermaid or any of these things. It is visual branding in these other countries, and they just don't pick up on it. They go, what is this? I don't know what this is.
Yeah, look at these splits. Skyfall made 1.1 billion, but it made 800 million internationally. Right? 300 domestically. Spectre, 200 million domestically, almost 700 million international. No Time to Die, which came out a couple years ago, 160 domestic, but 600 international. Like, this is like the definition of a global fucking franchise. So if you start to get splits like we have for things like Wakanda Forever, The Little Mermaid, when it's higher domestically than internationally, you are really capping your audience. And I think Drinker hit it on the head. It is a very American way of thinking. The idea that black people have been oppressed and we need to give them these roles and things like that because of critical race theory and blah, blah, blah. This is an American way of thinking that doesn't appeal to the global audience.
Yeah. If you want a great example of how to make it work, look at Top Gun Maverick, because that was able to capture both the international and the domestic market in such a way that no film has really done that. Like, obviously there's been films that have been, bigger hits in one market or the other, but I feel like that had like some of the biggest success in both, like having that
And they
equal.
all know who Tom Cruise is.
Yeah.
They go, that's the movie star from
That's
America.
the guy that runs.
I bet
like
that's
him.
gonna be awesome.
Yeah.
They go see it.
I'm looking forward to a race swap Schindler's List. I don't know about you guys.
Keith, we need Keith.
Time now.
Not yet.
We need Keith.
You joke,
Where
but
are you?
I mean,
we need
like,
your fake outrage.
Who wouldn't want to see a Bond film against some megalomaniac fucking billionaire, you know, who wants to? Oh, they
Elon
did
Musk.
Kingsman already.
yeah.
With
Kingsman,
the virus.
yeah.
But they can't do anything too realistic because he'd just be going around setting up false flags.
Overall, I feel like I like the Daniel Craig franchise. I love James Bond. I fucking have loved James Bond ever since I was a kid. Me and my dad started watching it together. I used to love the TNT Christmas specials where it was like 25 Days of Bond. They just constantly play them right. I love the James Bond franchise. I didn't mind the Daniel Craig experiment, and like you have to separate it. There's no way you can't separate it in your mind from the rest of the James Bond franchise. It's kind of its own enclosed fucking thing. And I liked a lot of what they did. I think it was, at some ways, there was certainly mistakes, and they made him way too fucking soft intentionally because of this new fucking woke shit. Overall, I enjoyed a lot of it, but I am definitely ready for a fresh start and to get back more to basics and to get that Pierce Brosnan feel, maybe a little less silly than Pierce Brosnan. For the modern audience.
Yeah.
A little less silly, but still that same type of, don't make it a Bourne movie, okay? Don't make it that serious. And that's what these James Bond movies felt like were Bourne movies.
That's why I likened it to it. They were very much just trying to be generic action thrillers with a bit of espionage built in, which is like, there's no bad thing, but it's not really what Bond is. There was always a slight element of the fantastical about Bond. You know, the crazy gadgets, and obviously different eras have taken that to different extremes. Like when you got to the Roger Moore period in the 70s, it was really campy and really stupid. Then you got a bit like more serious with the Timothy Dalton version. It didn't really last though. It kind of fizzled out before it could go anywhere. But then you got a nice
time. I think
it was a kind of
though.
It was. I think there was lots of legal issues, but then
I think the Dalton ones hold up really well nowadays.
The Dalton ones are good espionage thrillers with like lots of 80s action in them. So they definitely work like that. I feel like he maybe took it a little bit too seriously as Bond, but I can definitely see the advantages to it. I think
after Moore, though, don't you think after Roger Moore, it was probably quite good to go down that avenue?
I think it would have been better to get Pierce Brosnan in at that point. I think maybe it might have been.
He couldn't. He was under.
They were trying to
because of like
Remington Steele. He was under contract for Remington Steele.
Yeah. You know the funny thing, because he was rumored to be playing Bond, that actually revived the popularity of Remington Steele, which was about to get cancelled, and so he got locked into it for a couple more years. It's like fuck. It was catch-22. But if he could have got him, I think it would have been good to transition from Moore to Pierce Brosnan without Timothy Dalton kind of in the way, because he was just this weird sort of really super serious anomaly in the Bond franchise up until that point.
Any George Lazenby fans?
I like the film.
It's a good film. It's a good film.
Her Majesty's Secret Service.
Yeah. Very good.
And it's referenced in License to Kill.
Yeah.
When Felix is talking to Della and you know, we have, you know, Bond's sort of, it's a little bit of melancholy about him, and he goes and she says, "What did I do? Did I say something wrong?" And then Felix just says to Della, he's just like, "No, he was just married once." And it's just that's how you deal with past Bond, you know.
It was referenced actually in Spy Who Loved Me, like when he's paired up with this Soviet agent and she knows a little bit about his history, and it's like she mentions that, you know, James Bond, you were married once, and wife was killed in an assassination attempt on you, and he's like, "That's enough," and then that's it just kind of moves on. But it shows, like, you know, he's still a little bit sore about it, and I think that's a good way to handle the continuity, just not delve too deeply into it.
Right.
But I think,
the world is better when we have James Bond shit to talk about. All right.
Yeah, it's great. It's a fascinating franchise.
When are we going to when are we going to do this Bond thing that we've been talking about for like 2 fucking years now?
Wait, what are we doing again?
We forgot.
Yeah,
remember
we've been talking about this as long as they've been finding the new one.
The Welshman, the Englishman, and the Irishman.
Oh yeah, we can do that.
Yeah. And the New Zealander. That'll be really exciting. Hey, apparently Marvel killed the Punisher again. Like he's already dead because it's stupid.
Wait, Frankencastle's coming back?
No, oh god,
No.
that Frankencastle will be
Francesca Castle.
be good. But yeah, they killed him again. But they actually killed him when they took away his. That's what he looks like now.
What is this fucking dork?
Didn't his wife also divorce him and take half his shit?
She's the punish her now. Yeah, she took half his cut.
So, like, how many times has this thing been cancelled, and how many times has he been killed off over the years?
He's been killed a couple times, but like they don't know what to do with him anymore because they think it's a symbol of the outright. So they changed his logo to that stupid shit, and he's like a leader of the hand. He uses fucking katanas or swords or whatever fucking shit he calls them.
I was gonna say, like, his guns probably won't play
nunchucks.
well with these people nowadays, will they?
No, and I mean, it just in Marvel fashion, he's going to be in the Daredevil show, so they got to kill a character before he's in a movie or a show.
Smart.
Totally smart. They should just give up the character, like give it to somebody. Give up the fucking character at this point because they're eventually just going to bury him.
They're going to have to
give it to Ripa. Give it to Ripa. He'll do some great things with it.
But it's another example of like if you just had the Punisher just shooting fucking gangsters with guns. It'd do fine. It has for years.
Those gangsters are oppressed.
They're oppressed.
Gary.
They're oppressed.
Right? They're fighting the
They're
system.
just trying to feed their family.
Exactly.
Yep.
They needed those Levi's,
and he's just trying to
avoid. They are fiery but mostly peaceful gangsters.
Yes.
Exactly.
So yeah, they didn't really kill him. They put him in Weird World or whatever. I don't read modern Marvel comics anymore because they're shit.
Mm-hmm.
But they should just get rid of the Punisher at this point. Give it to somebody else. Give it to some independent. Give it to Eric July.
Yeah. You know what we should do, Gary? We should promo next week. Next week, the meetup.
Oh yeah, we should.
On the 8th, Dallas meetup.
That's right.
And also, we should talk about the big
I-
announcement that we have for next Friday, which is me and Odin and Jeremy in comics. FNT plushies are going to go up for pre-order, baby. Next week, Friday Night Tights. It's going to be perfect. We figured that's the perfect day to launch it. We're in Dallas together. We're going to be doing the show live, so that'll be great. It'll be
A lot of us
on-
will be together. Yeah,
all of us will be together. So
I
we
got
will
it.
get you the link when it is available.
Ryan, does your
There we
plushie
go.
come with the wrong food order?
It should.
Snake pit.
Right.
It totally should.
Oh,
Wow.
wow.
white-
What's wrong with Jeremy's?
They're good.
It's
Girl
a
noises.
snake.
Yeah, Chrissy clearly doesn't pay attention to my personal channel.
It feels like that's what Mauler's plushie would look like if you took his mask off.
Yeah.
Like that's what lies behind it.
White
there we
hood
go.
optional for mine.
So meetup.
I had to go dig mine out. So there he is.
Pretty damn cool.
The
The
venue
event is sold out.
The venue is sold out.
Yeah.
Sold out.
Well, it's free,
unfortunately.
but all the RSVPs. Have been
So
taken.
meetup on the 8th. Plushies coming out on Friday, and then on Saturday
we have a panel at the Dallas Fan Expo. You can buy tickets. Those tickets are still available.
Yes, they are.
I'll link them out later. 1
Saturday at 1 p.m. is the panel. So
And the panel will be Cord Black, myself, Ryan, and Frank Gore. Frank
Nice.
Gore and Eric July. So
Frank Gore.
Gonna be great.
Frank Gore's
Post
gonna be-
NFL career is going great.
It really is. Like got into independent film. You know, he still has a good 40 time, but he's got into independent film and yeah.
He's white now.
And he's white.
We're gonna do some race swapping back. How about that?
Oh my.
Oh, was I talking about sports?
Yeah, I
I
got
was
lost
talking about Chris Gore, the guy we
Oh
just
yeah,
hung
Chris
out
Gore.
with.
Yeah.
Yeah.
At least part of you cares about sports, right, Quarter Black?
No.
No.
So meetup. Go there.
Meet up.
us there. Go to the panel.
And somebody here is making a comic book.
I think that's most of us at this point.
Good point. I haven't done mine yet, but
pointing at critical drinking this weekend.
is that what you're doing?
He's over there.
Oh, okay. 'cause
Yeah,
I-
Everywhere.
I was
It's
just
over
looking
here.
at the floor, but I guess here I'll share it. X-ray.
He was pointing. He was pointing a drinker like Keith
Fred.
Olbermann has the arrow pointing in his name. That's how we verify.
I was waiting for X-ray Girl to pick up on the prompt of like somebody here is a comic book. There we go. There we
Holy
go.
shit! Look at all that money. Oh, it's Canadian.
Oh my gosh.
Sorry, drinker.
It looks
Sorry, it's
good.
Canadian.
Kinda
Oh, there you go. Yeah.
tires. There you go. The real
There you go.
dollars.
Yeah, so I contributed to this like little, combination of different comics and stuff. But my one is slightly further down, and it's called A New Kind of War. And for anyone who's interested in the
Scroll down. Because that's Chuck we like Chuck Dixon. That's a good book.
Yeah, so
There you go.
yeah, a little bit further, and you should see it. So,
There
yeah,
we
there you go.
go.
So
Oh,
little
there it
some
is.
excerpts from it there. Yeah, so it's if you're fans of the Rambo series of movies and stuff, there's now comics coming out that are expanding that universe, and one of the ones that I've done here is like the backstory for Colonel Troutman when he was a special forces guy in the Korean War. That's when he was a young soldier, and like how he first came up with the idea to form Rambo's unit. And yeah, it's some of the behind enemy line stuff that he gets involved in. So it comes out probably in the next couple of weeks. Actually, it's going to be shipping, so this could be the last chance to order your copy if you want to. And you can see there's various bundles that you get there with various like options, and you got the Critical Drinker bundle, and a lot of people have already signed up for it. So I don't know, if you're interested, take a look. Maybe you'll find something you like.
Yeah.
Buy it
Awesome,
multiple
man.
times.
Ooh, a 3-pack. Ooh.
The Hard Drinker pack.
What? That's setting
Normally,
expectations.
Oh yeah,
so that's that.
That's awesome.
That's that. Hey, thanks. And I bought mine. So that's
Aw, thank you.
from your boy Zach is help putting that together. And again, there's another book you can get a bunch with Chuck Dixon writing, and it's gonna be kind of fucking cool. Yeah, Sylvester Stallone signed off on all this, by the way. They're not just doing it willy-nilly.
Chuck Dixon, the Rippaverse writer? Is that what you're saying?
Rippaverse. Chuck Dixon.
Is that the one you're talking about?
Yeah. Rippaverse, no controversy around his publishing at all. Like
No.
people universally love him. I do, but I guess some people just hate black men. Like,
Yeah.
I can't relate. So.
I would make a fried chicken joke, but I don't want to.
Been done.
It's great. Like, obviously, I think the launch of the Rippaverse was bigger than anyone could have possibly imagined when it first came around. And Eric's taken the time. He's written a bunch of this shit out. He's upped the warehouse. He's upped his production capabilities, all this stuff to be ready to make these launches right. And that's what you want to see. And I
There's
think
so
everybody's
much
ready.
cope.
The sky's the fucking limit for him.
Mm.
It's awesome.
All
Well,
these
in-
broke bitches coming at him, and he's just like Ripper laughs in money.
This black man has a comic book and he made a lot of money.
All right, his comic book.
Black man created an original IP and didn't need any help from anyone.
I like how
He's
the
not pushing the narrative.
I like how the big argument is this guy only succeeded because he built a following and sold it to the following, and it's like what the fuck is wrong with you? That's exactly what you should be doing right now on the social media. It's literally the template.
That's not what the comics did. None of
You
them
didn't have your customers. Nobody would have bought it.
Yeah, like what?
It's kind of funny how that works.
That cope is outstanding. When I hear that every time, like, oh, he only did it because his YouTube subscribers bought it. And like, yeah,
They
built it
they
himself.
claim
How
to be
dare
so
he?
disgusted by it, but it's like every single one of them would give their right arm to be in his position.
Oh, 100%.
Yes. It's so
The
wild.
best part about it too is the fact that the exact same people that criticize him are the ones that say support black creators, but because the guy doesn't have the right, political views, they go after him.
There's people who go after him who just did other comic books and it didn't do as well.
Yeah, well, that's jealousy there.
And there's
bitch made. That's what it's called.
this myth that just because you have a lot of subscribers on YouTube, you're automatically just going to sell $3 million, $4 million of books. That is a fucking lie.
Yeah.
There are creators with millions of subscribers that couldn't do anything remotely close to what Ripa did. Just because you have subscribers, a lot of followers, it doesn't automatically translate to people are going to buy things or support. That's not how this works. You have to have a certain connection with your audience to kind of do what he's done. It's not just because he has 500,000 subscribers. That's so anybody that just dismisses his success as because he's got a lot of subscribers. That is not how this works at all. No. He has earned his audience's respect. He's earned their belief. He has broke down different problems within the entertainment industry. He's been on different shows. He's shown that he knows what he's doing. And then when he earns that respect from the audience, then he comes out with a product. They want to support that based on everything he has said over the years. So it's not simple at all. And there's no one reason why this has happened. It's a sum of all the parts. So,
yes.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, live streams help. He makes a lot of videos and he live streams and he talks to his audience, to the audience, right? And that creates that interpersonal relationship, and it's a lot of facets. You're absolutely correct.
Yep. And the people that are trying to say the Blaze and Glenn Beck are like the ones behind it all is like the most laughable shit imaginable.
Glenn Beck didn't talk to him about it until after it made millions of dollars. It ain't like Glenn Beck rolled him out. It's like, hey, we're gonna make this guy a millionaire. Like, he didn't talk to Glenn Beck about it live or anything until after it became this record-breaking success.
Right.
So, yeah, man.
I got to talk to Glenn to see if I can get a comic book deal. What the fuck?
Yeah. Work on that. Well, I mean, talk to Steve Bannon first. Don't forget. In the secret Discord.
That's right.
Don't forget that. So, it looks like the Miles Morales movie is going to make a lot of money.
Mm-hmm.
So
it was fun.
Nice.
Yeah. $40 million Friday. I guess that's with the previews too, right? They added that as well.
I mean,
and
that is
a
big.
But I said the biggest thing of all too is that it costs so much less than anything that Disney has been doing. I mean, they've been spending more than twice as much as what they spent on this movie. And also the amazing thing too is the first movie didn't really do that much at the box office, but it was able to get a lot of people's attention so that now people are like, oh, I want to go see that. So we're seeing this huge upfront number, and I think it's going to continue on forward. But they only added another $10 million to the budget, whereas Disney would double, triple. Yeah.
Odin, back in the DVD market, how did Austin Powers get a sequel? It didn't do well in the movie theaters. It killed in the secondary market.
The same way.
DVDs in those days. Yeah.
It's eliminated now because of streaming. So
Matrix did well, but it did better, the first Matrix movie, in the secondary market, and that's what got its big budget for the sequels.
When I bought The Matrix on DVD, I thought I was the coolest motherfucker on the planet, bro. I'm like, we are about to fucking
come to my den. We're gonna watch.
This is the future right here, boys. I got a
that
DVD, 480p quality. Oh, so
never get better than this.
The fact that you have, again, Super Mario was $100 million movie.
Yeah.
The Minions movies are like $100 million budgets. Puss in Boots around like $85 or $90 million, something like that, right?
Mm-hmm.
This Spider-Verse, this is Sony. Sony has a $100 million budget for its animated movie. And then you see Disney coming out with $200 million Elemental, which looks like it might have one of the worst openings in Pixar history.
Yeah.
Right after the Lightyear bomb, right after Strange World bomb.
There was
so much money.
And it would look terrible. It looked
worse than The Good Dinosaur, which was one of their biggest, failures. One of the first failures they ever had.
Been dead for a long time.
Well, without John Lasseter, kind of needed
Elemental. Look in the trailer. It was so typical Disney.
Exactly.
It was. My mate who was sat next to me just looked at me and just went, "Oh." He's like, "Why is it? Why is it Disney now always have a fucking message at the end, and it's always about fucking women?"
Mm-hmm. What's interesting too is that this movie is apparently directed by the same person that did The Good Dinosaur.
Whatever.
So it's like, wait a minute, the last time he touched the movie for Disney, it flopped. Oh, it looks like that's going to happen again, even worse.
Pixar has. I mean, you remember when Pixar? Every time Pixar came out with a movie, it was a huge, massive. Yep. And since Lasseter, and again, essentially got fired for Hugs. And since then, I mean, Pixar has gone down. Where is Lasseter anyway? What company is he working?
He's at a rival company. I forgot the name of the company.
He's starting something. Yeah.
And it's doing well, and it will do well because the guy's a fucking genius. So good luck with that.
But, like, to have this movie come out, and this movie is going to make more domestically in its opening weekend than Little Mermaid did. That's a guarantee at this point. Maybe even a lot more. There's a chance that's a big fucking Friday for this movie, and I think it'd just get better. There's a chance this movie makes almost as much in the 3-day as Little Mermaid did, with Memorial Day weekend included.
And Skydance Animation is what he's with.
Okay.
Yeah.
Skydance.
So,
that's right.
And that's on a huge 200. And Little Mermaid's on a $250 million budget. And I've been saying the whole time, I thought this budget or the marketing budget for Little Mermaid was probably going to be around 150 million, like we've seen for the big Marvel ones recently. They just came out. It got revealed it's $140 million marketing budget for Little Mermaid.
Whoa.
So it's really fucking close.
Oh my god.
Whereas, Across the Spider-Verse doesn't seem to be getting too much marketing at all. So I assume the budget's pretty small on that one.
Even if it's 100 million,
says, hey, look, let's just make animated movies again. We're fucking Disney. Just go back to that. It's
we
cheaper.
own Marvel.
I'm telling you,
we could do animated Marvel movies for fucking ever, and it's like, nope.
The tide is turning big time. It really is. I mean, with Bob Iger opening up that call where he's just praising the Mario movie, and now with Universal, with what's going on, because we cover theme parks at Geeks and Gamers, and so with Universal, with Epic Universe opening in Orlando, Disney World. Again, you're still massive numbers. I'm not trying to say that people aren't going to the parks, because they certainly are. We're talking about market share, and Universal has continued to eat away at that market share with Harry Potter, with a lot of the things that you got. Super Nintendo World going to be part of Epic Universe. All of that stuff those are animated films or films that are under the tentpole, and you're having people want to go to your theme parks after being in the films. You got more Harry Potter stuff coming out. You've got the video game that just happened recently, and that just drives more people to the parks. What's Disney doing now? Lightyear? Lightyear ain't motivating nobody to go to the park. The Strange World ain't motivating nobody to go to the parks. Star Wars certainly ain't motivating anybody to go to the parks. You know what I mean? So Disney's going to be forced to have to change in the very near future if they want to compete.
Yeah, look at what Mario did, though, too. With the amount of profits it's made, it can pay for the next 3 to 6 movies, depending on how you look at the budget versus the marketing. And so it's paying for itself and all the upcoming recent movies that are going to be coming out from that universe. Whereas Disney's losing money, and it's just
tent poles are supposed to do that. That's what what everybody forgot, is the tent pole supposed to be the least offensive thing that makes the most money, that can fund your little indie film or your little potential surprise indie film or your mid-range product. It's supposed to like fill the studio's coffers for the year. That's what they were supposed to do, but instead they started to become a bunch of activists. We haven't talked about, Ryan brought it up before the show, and he's right, is the strike. Like, everybody's fucking forgotten about it. Nobody gives a shit. There was a time 10 years ago, the last strike, where people were watching shows and they were interested, and they would have maybe, just put some pressure on. That would have put some pressure on the studios to fix this. Like, nobody gives a fuck. Like, about, they're picketing all across LA, which the hellhole that's LA, that's freaking cloudy and disgusting right now.
Stabbed left and right.
Yeah.
I think one of the things,
are the actors
Gary,
going on strike at the end of the month? Are they still doing that?
They probably will. Yeah.
Yes, they're going on strike.
No.
It's going to shut everything down.
I think one of the things that makes this not as big of a deal is, one, people are much more soured on Hollywood in general over the past couple years. But two, with streaming now.
Yep.
If people aren't writing for your weekly TV shows, no one gives a fuck.
Nobody gives a
they're
shit.
watching streaming services. You can just go back and watch shit that's still in your backlog. There's so much.
We did it for COVID. I mean, COVID almost trade the. And the other thing is, what they didn't have before is the rise of the independent creator. And there's a bunch of free entertainment that people can get right fucking now on YouTube, and not give a shit. So they're in just a complete different position, and sure, some of their positions are pretty legit. Show us those streaming numbers. What residuals am I getting screwed out of? But that's not even their biggest complaint. As a matter of fact, the WGA negotiator said that's the one we're least worried about.
That's interesting.
Because they know that it's probably because they know they ain't gonna get much from those premium residuals. Yeah.
You know how like I go to Best Buy now and I look around and it's pathetic. It's pathetic. And it's
so
like
sad.
They don't understand the new world of like content creation and the internet and all of this. It's almost like, but
they're laying off.
Yeah, it's really bad. And we've seen that like with government, the government doesn't understand, the internet and things like that. And I feel like Hollywood has completely misunderstood what's going on with YouTube and content creation and internet shows and how that has taken away so much attention
Market
from
share.
them. Yeah, market share, because that's what it all comes down to. You can sit there and say that fucking Rise of Skywalker made a fucking $1 billion and think that's a goddamn success, okay? But when you've lost 50% of your fucking audience from the course of Force Awakens to Rise of Skywalker, that is a massive fucking failure, and that is market share. Where did that $1 billion go? It went to other things that wasn't woke and wasn't ruining properties, and that's dispersed all over the fucking place. But where did that $1 billion go? It went somewhere because people clearly are spending money and they want to spend their money and they want to be entertained. So where does that money go? So you can look at it and go, oh, well, it made $1 billion. It was a success. It was not. So where did it go? It went to all over the fucking internet and other films or shows that weren't ruining properties. So that's what's happening right now. And how often do we hear, especially like Drinker and Gary, get tons and tons of views off stuff? And how many people in your comments are sitting there saying, I won't even watch it. I just want to hear what you guys have to say. You know what I mean? I care about what you guys have to say. And then, of course, if they hear enough positive stuff, they may go see something. That's where the money and the attention is going. And Hollywood has not understood that yet. And I hope they continue to misunderstand
and
it.
dude, the BBC like prefaced this a couple of years before the strike, more than that, because they put in their diversity and inclusivity fucking rules way before Hollywood did. They were doing it back in 2012 and their shit started falling apart like way sooner. So it was like a precursor to this big event. Now it's happening like in worldwide entertainment. Like they let Jeremy Clarkson go because I guess he slapped a caterer, but like
haven't we all?
But yeah, okay.
It's Jeremy Clarkson.
Me and you are done professionally.
I think it was a BBC executive, so it was a pretty high up guy.
I think it was a producer who was bringing in food though.
Okay,
it was a producer.
Was it an open hand?
No, wait.
Or
It's a producer that works with him now on the Grand Tour.
Oh, okay.
That's funny.
It's so stupid. Like he probably got mad, but then said, okay, like don't fire him. Right. But they fired him and they killed the biggest show on the planet.
Yeah.
Yep.
Like shown in more countries, seen by more people, absolutely decimated the biggest fucking show on the planet for this one thing. Cause they did want to look bad. Oh my God. I mean, the same corporation that let Jimmy Savile,
Yep.
bugger a bunch of children.
Wow.
BBC covered up for him.
And cover it up. Yeah. So you guys saw that.
Many Greedos.
Yeah, dude. That was dark. I love that joke in Clarkson. Oh, you saw the joke in Clarkson Farm because there's a tractor that's named the Savile. And he's all, that's a poorly named tractor. No, it's Ryan, because I got a video coming out on Monday about the strike, but Ryan's like, nobody cares about the strike. It's out of the news. I'm like, you're fucking right. God damn it.
Yeah. We brought that up because we were like, what the fuck are we going to talk about today? And so he was like, well, we could talk about the writers. No one gives a fuck about that. No one cares about that shit.
Yes, they do on Monday.
Well, on Monday, you will care.
Nerdrotic channel. That's right. Yeah.
The Writers Guild is so worried. They had a dance party called like the Writers Strike Back dance party last Friday.
Jesus.
They have themed days like Star Trek Day or Office Day where they're taking selfies.
Can we get some fucking talent day? That would be good.
No, that would be great.
That's what's going to end up happening because the producers sure as shit knew they were going to strike, and they haven't come back with any part of there is no negotiation going on. That's part of the problem. Like the writers had demands, the producers went, okay, no,
yeah,
and that was it.
I wrote like the writer strike in 08 or 07 or whatever that was. That affected everything because it shut down all these TV shows that were in production that were going on. This
but
one
they
is
were
not.
actually good.
Yeah, like
To
this
begin
one
with.
shuts
That's
down.
That's the big difference.
This
People
one
cared
shuts
about.
down the late night shows, which nobody's watching anyway. You know what I mean? Like
Oh,
it
America
doesn't
is
have an
healing.
effect. Now maybe the studios are feeling it because like fuck, you know, in a couple months down the line, if we still don't have anything going, we're going to be really behind on putting stuff out. So maybe they're probably feeling something different. But in terms of public pressure, they have no leg to stand on because the public doesn't care about it.
Doesn't care. And that's something that the writers and the producers have not even given a second thought to, is the paying customer, which is the whole fucking point of this. You have less paying customers. That's why there is, you know, they had this big streaming bubble that's burst. So you're going to have to contract a little bit. Like, and corporate America doesn't do contraction well. Let's just say that. And my belief is that Hollywood's just reached maturity. It's a corporation, you know, it got super corporate. It's gotten as big as it's going to get. If you look at the box office totals for years up to 2019, they're pretty much the same, like 4 billion. So, it was 42 billion for the entire year, but I'm talking about summer. Sorry. Summer box office hovered around 4 to 5 billion every summer. And it just didn't go up for 10 years. Went down a little bit, but now it like, they're like, it might hit that same total this year again, which it might not. So,
The box office totals, like over the, you know, up until 2019, they were pretty much all buoyed up by the MCU. Like they were just releasing billion-dollar movie after billion-dollar movie, and that franchise has peaked and now is declining. Like there's nothing that can replace that in terms of sheer box office power.
And the hyper focus on that like led to, I mean, there's a lot of factors, but that really led to the straw that broke the camel's back, that killed the movie star, that killed the independent movie, which is their minor leagues, which is something they fucking needed. You know, like independent movies up until at least 4 years ago, you know, you make one for $10 million. It made $30 million. It made its money. That's a hit. That's good. You know, but now they put more money into it and they put everything in the streaming and it failed. Like it did for every other industry. I don't understand it. Like digital comics fucking floundered, never did anything. Digital books, you know, they're kind of an aside. People use them, but they haven't taken over the industry. You still can buy books. People still buy books. Digital music destroyed it. Absolutely destroyed that industry. And now, like, all we get for bands touring is fucking, you know, some indie band that hasn't been around for 20 years, some pretentious indie band getting back together to do a music festival, or Metallica touring for the 75th time, and fucking like and Taylor Swift has the top 10 of the entire top 10. Yeah. Like that's what the music industry is now. And it used to be the most influential industry of them all, of the biggest industry of them all, like have the most influence over youth and everything. And now it's just crap. And part of that was it digitized and it became disposable. And that same thing's happening to Hollywood. They're going through their little paradigm shift. And now they have to compete against us.
That's right.
Good luck. Sisu, fucking see, like.
Well, all they have to do is shut the fuck up. I mean, we all know they can't do that. So it's not complicated. I mean, just shut the fuck up, and you know, make movies without agendas. And it's really not even a fair fight at that point in time. The problem is just you can't do that. So we're gonna keep winning.
So Chrissy and Comics Division, they're on strike. That's what happened.
Yeah, they just they're gone. They're done. We got to a point where the writers that were representing them, they ran out of, like they went on strike, so that they can only go for 2 hours. So shout out to Jimmy Kimmel and Jimmy Fallon and whoever else. The fact that these guys can't even do a show.
Well, Jimmy Kimmel's currently, he tweeted out today, he's wearing a big orange T-shirt because he's protesting against guns. And I thought, that big orange T-shirt
makes you a better target.
That makes you a better target.
Makes you want to shop at Target too. Oh,
I didn't want to tweet that on Twitter though, because knowing Twitter's, terms of service, they'd class it as a threat. But
it's a warning, like a kind one. Hey, it might make you a target there.
Yeah.
So can Jimmy Kimmel tweet
Orange man bad?
Can Jimmy Kimmel actually tweet without someone writing for him?
I think he's using a scab.
Okay.
Yeah. He's using AI.
Chat GBT to tweet for him.
One of the demands, it sounds bad. Okay, so one of the demands the writers have is they want to get paid for pitching now. So basically paid for their job interview. But the problem, the other side of that is they have been getting like just strung on by the studios for months, and they'd have them come in and pitch their idea, and then they'll send them on their way and use their idea, right? But that's fucking Hollywood. That's what Hollywood.
Yeah, it's been that way for 70 years.
Yeah, it's called paying your dues. You know, I mean, like I don't know. That's such a. I see both sides, but it's also a very Zoomer argument. Sorry, Zoomers, to go. I want to get paid for my job interview. I'm like, you know.
Yeah, for whether you think it's going to make things better or not. Basically, what they're advocating for is to be paid whether something gets picked up or not.
Yeah.
To be paid. Like, they already wanted to be paid whether something's successful or not, right? This is kind of stuff, to me, that seems like a lot of what the arguments are about, are just getting paid even if you're producing shit content, even if nobody wants it.
Oh yeah.
Well, didn't they advocate as well? They wanted a minimum number of writers in the writers' room for every project.
Yes.
So they wanted that bumped up. So like more people involved in everything that they do.
It's as if they're trying to create a job for themselves.
Hey, you know
Almost,
what? Drinker, more writers and more time would have made the Rings of Power better, even though they had 3 years.
Well, yeah.
But like to me, I question how a lot of those things we put into action, right? So if you write a story, you put your time in, you write the story, you want to be paid for like the pitch or whatever. So if one person doesn't pick it up, you get paid for that. And then what if you pitch to every single fucking studio and none of them pick it up? Are you getting paid for that every time? Like, I just don't understand the premise and how you
keep
work
track
that out.
of that. Yeah, well, they would create another job. That's you know,
They just get paid at the
they're
door in
trying to
cash.
avoid making Hollywood what it'll probably end up being eventually anyway, is a gig economy. Like that, like people are going, I have to get another job because I didn't get picked up for a writing gig for 5 years. It's like,
That's
that's
the
Oh,
nature
you're
of
supposed
it.
You're supposed to be like a waiter or something like that until you made it.
Yeah.
Like that's what you do. I don't understand.
You know, Chuck Dixon is not a member of a union, and he writes constantly, and he does okay. Drinker, not that I know if you're not a member of a union, are you?
No.
You just write stuff, and if you want to make money writing stuff, you write more stuff. And that's pretty much how it goes. And people like it or they don't. You know, that's how it works. You can't mandate creativity. That's the biggest problem with the Oscar rules. And now this,
they want a corporate job. That's what they want. They want to be paid.
They want
salary and security and benefits.
You're in a luxury industry during an economic downturn, and the response from he was a nice guy, but the response from the WGA negotiator, I wanted to go off so much I couldn't because I was on somebody else's channel.
And it was sponsored by someone.
It was sponsored by John Campia. And I asked him, like, hey, well, how do you guys feel about like all these layoffs, going on during this time? And he's all, well, the layoffs, I'm really sorry about the lost jobs, but the layoffs are profits for corporations. And essentially, I'm paraphrasing what he said, we want a part of that. It's like, so you don't give a fuck about all the people who just got fucking fired. You don't care. Like, you can care less, but you're a collective of workers in solidarity with each other. It's like, it's a bunch of shit. That's all it is. It's a fight for control and security in a luxury industry during an economic downturn, which are the first ones. 2008, there was a headline that says we are in a recession, and like shit changed that day. That day, I got phone calls, people canceling their comic book subscriptions. Like, shit changed the very day. It was just perception. Like, we were already in the recession. You're already in a recession when they announce it, of course, unless they change the definition of recessions, like they did now. Again.
If
right?
they change the definition of recession,
it's a perception thing. And that's the first thing people, like, they cut their cable, they get rid of their comic books. They don't buy as many movies. They don't go out to eat as much. That's just the way it goes. That's, be prepared for that kind of stuff. All right. I'm going to read some soups, guys. I'm going to read some soups.
Soups.
No
soups for you.
Davish. Which one's is that the applause one? 99. My partner here is running the soundboard. First 50. Hail to the fellowship. I spent a few hours this morning observing and participating in the battlegrounds of Twitter. Wasn't that just a day on Twitter? Even the Navy stopped using the pride flag. Really?
Really?
Wow. The Navy's like the first
join the Navy, feel a man.
Yeah.
There's a lot of brands that have put it on for one day and then took it off.
Good.
Your power.
The fact that this shit goes on for a month is a fucking disgrace. I mean, it's an actual fucking disgrace.
When there's only when we only have a Memorial Day or a Veterans Day.
Day.
Or the 4th of July. Oh, wait.
Can we just call it Gay Day? Can we just have one fucking day? Gay Day.
My big fat gay day.
I'm fine with June. Like, if it's just one day, I think everyone would be all right with it. Like, you know what I mean? Gay Day. Fucking get it done with.
Right next to
I think it becomes a bit self-defeating because when you have to have a month of it like every year, and like all these major brands and companies just like shove it down your throats. Like every time you watch TV or go online or just walk down the street and you're bombarded with this stuff, eventually people just get tired of it. Eventually, it comes to June every year, and everyone just kind of rolls their eyes and they're like, "Oh God, we got to listen to this for another month."
Yeah. Look at what I'm sharing right now.
If there was a month of Christmas, you'd get bored of it. Never mind fucking this bullshit.
Do it.
Go home. Go home. Target Bud Light.
Do it now. You don't need the knife, Bennett.
Are we allowed to say anything? I can't be specific, but we're allowed to say something.
Yeah.
Oh.
Okay.
Yeah.
Bud Light. As you guys know,
can't be specific.
Many people have made a lot of videos saying, you know, Bud Light knew they're in trouble. They know they're in trouble, and now there's going to be an attempt to try to right that ship again. So we'll see what happens.
You remember
I can't
that?
be specific.
You remember
another Western commercial
about horses and trucks driving on the countryside?
There's another commercial coming out.
Kind of like
another Western.
Is there a woman and she's just literally going to say nothing, take her bra off, and just show bare naked breasts?
The can
and then
is
it's just going to go Bud Light.
Our pitch was Selma Hayek apologizing for Bud Light.
Slowly goes up
with a Bud Light in her tits while she's looking at
she
goes straw.
And it goes.
She said, "I saw me, huh?
She's
We
like,
love you, Bud Light."
we made a mistake. Here's a real woman to say you some Bud Light.
Yes, a glistening Selma Hayek. Like slow pan, you know.
The fact that our ideal woman to do this is like 54 years old is crazy.
Hey,
she's still got it.
He's looking
still
great.
got it.
Whatever, you know.
You know what?
They'll go with Frost the way that they're acting.
Caliente is a shade.
The whole meme. I can fix her. I can fix them. Here you go, right here. I can fix them. Just release this Bud Light. Just release this already.
Yes.
Is this Alex Jones or me playing Gollum? I don't know.
Perfect pause.
Oh my god.
That was perfect.
Like what they need to do, honestly, what they need to do is an ad campaign and start it off being like, "Hey, guess what? We fucked up. We forgot who our audience was. We forgot who buys our shit. That's not happening again. This is what you can expect from Bud Light." And then just a bunch of fucking manly shit and hot girls. Like, just make fun of it. Like, laugh at yourselves. Admit that you are wrong. And, like, people will be fine with it.
So go to the Jeremy's Rangers.
The ESG
Jeremy's
score would
Rangers.
go down there.
Yeah.
They did that, though.
No, you're absolutely right, Ryan. Like bikini-clad girls, an apology from Sam Elliott, not Sam Elliott.
Sam Elliott. Sam Elliott's like,
that was Freudian, Gary.
California's coming back.
We really fucked up here.
Sam Elliott.
You can take the man out of San Francisco, but you can't take the San Francisco out of the man.
Dude, Ryan, y'all missed Ryan's apology. I heard it.
Fucking Az talked over it. Of course.
You were fucking talking about Sam Elliott.
Yeah, you wouldn't let me finish my fucking bit.
Yeah, because you were being gay.
Sam Elliott's not gay. He's like, he tells you meat.
No, he might not be, but you fucking were. Ryan's trying to do an apology about saying the fucked up with tits probably, and you're going, ooh, Sam Elliott.
Sam Elliott fucking voicing over like Selma Hayek.
Part of the pitch.
It's part of the pitch.
I like that Ryan kept going with it, even though literally nobody
Everyone was just
heard the drumming of it.
It's commitment.
Yeah. That's the show. You got to do it.
Oh shit!
Oh my god! Thanksgiving dinner with Az. You never get a fucking word in edgewise.
You don't have to do this fucking show.
Yes,
you don't do
I
Thanksgiving.
could go make I could fucking make a couple of videos. I'll fucking be fine.
Could you get Jeremy to do that
10
too?
minutes. 10 minutes video. 20
Hey,
minutes.
I
Done.
made one video.
Oh, you made one video.
And I've got 100
Working hard.
thousand views, so that means I'm good for a while now.
Okay. The best part of your argument with Az was it last week? Is Az just started saying,
No, somebody in the comments when I made the video, they were like, "Man, Az really did get to Jeremy. He made a
That's good.
I gotta finish that super chat we started.
The soups.
Crazy out there.
Oh, shit.
You look
Who
tan.
can? Quarter black? Quarter black.
Drinker's becoming more diverse.
I'm gonna play Osama bin Laden in my new Ryan Drake movie, so I'm signing up for it.
Obviously, you weren't outside in your own country. Where did you go?
It gets sunny for 1 week per year here, so every Scottish guy instinctively strips off.
You look like you're gonna hijack a plane.
And say Bashaka
with some fried chicken.
Turker. Muhammad Jihad.
Jihad. It's crazy out there. Anyway, enough of that. I'll be listening at work. Oh, not safe for work, Davish, but thank you. Thank you. For $49.99.
Wear headphones.
Wear headphones. Rob Crawford has gifted 10 Nerdrotic memberships for $50. Fitty. Not another dime has gifted 10 Nerdrotic memberships for $50. Not as good as Beardo's, I'm going to say.
No, it's not. It's in spirit of Beardo.
Yeah. Elizabeth Harris. Wow, it's a member of the 9.9, not the 1.9.
Oh.
The 9.9. That's female representation here at Nerdrotic. 7 parts for $70 total. You ready?
Nice.
It's like an audiobook. Thank you. But I'll misread. Sorry. Raised in the 90s and early 2000s, I never watched the Disney films immediately, but eventually enjoyed some of them in middle school and high school. Beauty and the Beast and Mulan were some of my faves. I didn't care about many others, but I would. So they showed those in school, too. Interesting. I was an average consumer. The endearing graphics, simple stories, and innocent humor seemed fine back then. It really says something. Then it really says something. Then it doesn't. That I watched theaters and enjoyed the live action remake of Cinderella because it was true. So is that good? The live action remake of Cinderella. You guys are all saying it's
That's really good.
Yeah, much better than any.
Just really round.
Cylinder. Yeah. No, it's really good. It's really good.
Cinderella.
I didn't see it as straight.
Yeah.
I didn't watch that.
To the story while using beautiful effects and great cast to its advantage. But yet, for the live versions of my favorites, I waited to see Beauty and the Beast on streaming and still don't care to watch Mulan. When they released the trailers and clips, alone turned me off. I could tell they were not in the spirit of the originals and were made for a message over good storytelling, which is most of Hollywood, to be fair. It's general customers like me that keep the bottom line of a company stable. But if we stop enjoying it, we stop. Yes, the normies. You need to win the hearts and minds of the normies. What's the laughing?
As said, the chat caught it. As said, because I was straight. That's what you said.
That is how we talk in Yorkshire.
What happened?
It's
Pride
Month. That is racism. That is just racism.
I need my crying game song.
It's Pride Month. Leave me alone.
One set of
fucking
trans
bigots.
tits and you're done.
Well, 2 in this case.
You know what they say, Ryan? Once you go trans.
What do they say?
What do they say?
Oh, Dipper.
You like trans?
You are transgender.
He didn't say I didn't see Cinderella because I'm straight. He said 'cause I was.
I didn't go 6, so straight. Yeah, that's Yorkshire talk. That's fucking Yorkshire talk. You fucking racist.
So what you're saying is you might
Can't even get my fucking country right. I have to fucking sit here every fucking week trying to tits. Hey, look, guys, I got a new fucking meme. It's about trans fucking tits. Oh, that's so fucking original. Now, I just speak some fucking good old Yorkshire. I got fucking sunburn on the top of my fucking head. And what do I get? He said was. Oh, no, fuck off.
So is it like I just don't understand culture. Is it a Yorkshire thing to just tell everybody you're gay? I don't know.
Sounds more like Yorkshire.
Oh, Ryan, yes. Yes, it is.
Oh, fuck. Oh, that's great.
Continue part 5. Sorry, Elizabeth.
Stop interrupting, Jeremy.
Consuming it, and eventually the Disney castle will fall. Yes. Good riddance at this point. I thought to myself that they surely would not dare to butcher the story of The Little Mermaid. Well,
you must be new around here.
Yeah, I mean, it's welcome. Since they already went so far on the on the casting and the graphics. By the way, we saw in a clamshell, the VHS clamshell, packaging. We saw The Little Mermaid 2.
Yeah, Electric Boogaloo.
Boogaloo, and it wasn't.
Return to the sea, right?
Return to the sea.
I wanna be where you people are.
That was pretty good, Chris.
Legs are required for riding and looting.
Under the deep.
What's that word again? Airport.
But yippee, they subverted my expectations. After watching the leaked clips online, it's crazy that they shifted the entire story to make Ariel a dull Mary Sue hero, and the prince could have been a wet piece of seaweed, and it would have not changed.
Yeah, it's Disney. It's literally all they can do. Like, that's their only way of writing characters now.
That is
good luck to them. How's it working out for you, Disney? How many millions have you lost this month?
They're gonna have a bad year. I mean, outside of Guardians, they're in trouble. And well,
do they skim any money off of the Spider Universe movie? It's all Sony, right?
This one's a pure Sony production.
Sony. Yeah.
Really? Yeah. This is a purely Sony production.
They get nothing.
So no, they get nothing. They get some merchandising. Yeah, I think.
What's your take on the box office for Guardians? Like, because that seems to be hovering right around the break-even point.
As far as I can tell. So that thing has had great legs. Like, it's had a better hold than the first 2 Guardians movies. And like, when you look at that, Matt, again, I expect the marketing budget for that thing to come out around 150 million as well. I think it is breaking even, and that's a big success now for Marvel when they actually break even,
especially after Ant-Man. I mean,
yeah, but I think that tells you kind of where they're at. I think probably. What do you think, Odin? What do you think it's going to end at between like 825?
Let's say because it's going to easily pass. I've been thinking about it as far as like other MCU films, so it's going to pass Thor: Love and Thunder this weekend. And I think it has like a decent chance of maybe even getting as high as 850, somewhere between 8 and 850. I would say.
You want to bet on it?
No.
Yeah. Which
I learned my lesson.
Which I personally just think with all the money they put in there, I think that probably 750 is what they're looking at. When you don't factor in, what they project that they will get throughout the course of their lifetime on video on demand sales or whatever.
Oh yeah. Like when they sell it to themselves to play, right? Yeah.
Exactly. They give themselves $150 million for the rights to stream Thor: Love and Thunder, one pocket into another. But like just straight box office, I think that's the number they're looking at. I think they're there. I think it broke even.
Yep.
Well, Guardians 3, and regardless, I know there's some people here that like some. I loved it. I thought it was fantastic.
It was good. Yeah, me too.
And what this shows you though is the audience is responding positively, and this just is an indictment of everything else Marvel has done. They've tried to make excuses for why people aren't come. It's because you're making bad shit. That is why the audiences are rejecting it. That's why things like Ant-Man and fuck, what's the rest of this piece of shit that they've released? Eternals that saved lives, didn't make money, but it saved lives. And all the other stuff. Thor was just, from what I hear, was awful. Multiverse of Madness was terrible. I did see that one, and the reasons those movies have not done, because what did Multiverse of Madness opened up?
450 million. 450 million opening weekend.
What? That is fucking insane.
It only made 400 million more dollars the next 3 months.
Wild.
And it didn't hit $1 billion. It should have by all rights. And most of the Phase 4 movies did not make money.
But we've got the Marvels. That's going to turn everything right. So we're worried about it.
The first one made $1 billion, so this one's sure to be a hit.
Like I think that I don't think the Guardians bump helps Marvels at all. I think Marvels is going to be in real trouble. And we're all going to point and laugh if it does end up losing money. Which it's what's the budget on that film?
Is it even?
I see 200 is what I've heard, but it's probably more.
Yeah.
Well, when you factor in all the reshoots, apparently they've had to do, it's probably more like 250, I would imagine.
Yeah, they haven't posted it yet, but I mean, bare minimum for most of these movies is 200 million. So you're looking at somewhere between 200 and 300.
And by all standards, like Guardians 3 should have opened a lot stronger based on the first 2 films. But that just showed you the damage that has been done with the Marvel Cinematic Universe recently and how it underperformed that opening weekend. And so they cannot continue to sustain this. Like there was a time where Marvel would come out with stuff. I know. And but there was a time when Marvel knew that they could come out with pretty much anything. They could bring an Iron Man 3 out and make $1 billion, $1.3 billion. I think is what Iron Man 3 made, because they can bring Captain Marvel out and put it strategically, before Endgame and after Infinity War, and they can make $1 billion off of that. They had a lot of confidence. Now those days are done. It's over. They can't do it anymore, and they cannot sustain this level of mediocre films and TV shows much longer. They can't do it. And I think what we're going to be interested is what's going to happen with Disney Star Wars, and how, like, when they're coming up with these movies, like this Rey movie ain't gonna make $1 billion. Okay, it ain't gonna make it. Ain't gonna make $1 billion.
No,
it's not gonna be a moneymaker. And they've got to face the realities of it.
Star Wars. It doesn't do well in China. So,
Dial of Destiny. Dial of Destiny long range box office projections just came out really early, but 81 to 111 million dollars projected opening weekend.
Ooh.
So the middle of that would be about 95, 96 domestically. To put that in perspective, 15 years ago, when tickets cost $7 a pop instead of about 14 on average now, Kingdom of the Crystal Skull opened to 100 million.
That's impossible because that film doesn't exist.
It's called Crystal Skull. It's just not an Indiana Jones.
Oh yeah. That's right.
Just like Raiders, right?
Raiders.
That was only called Raiders of the Lost Ark.
Raiders of the Lost Ark. Yes, it's not an Indiana. It's Raiders of the Lost Ark. Just get it straight, people.
But anyway, like think about that. Like that movie went on to make $786 million worldwide. This movie needs to do more than that to break even.
Yes.
Like this movie needs to realistically $850-900 million, maybe even, because we've been told the budget's $300 million. There's also reports out there that it's way more with the reshoots included. Who knows what marketing is? Like if it opens to less than Kingdom of the Crystal Skull from 15 years ago.
Oh well.
That is fucking awful for them. That's nightmarish.
Oh well.
Get fucked.
Yep.
Yeah.
I
can't wait to see it. Yeah.
She's cancer. Franchise cancer. She's franchise cancer.
Yeah.
And Indiana Jones is a big box office pull. Like Raiders was the highest grossing movie the year that it came out.
Yep.
Temple of Doom was really close. Last Crusade, I think, was really close too, if not there. And
I think Temple of Doom was beat by Ghostbusters.
Wow, that's Ghostbusters.
Yeah, but I think that narrative seems to have changed over time. But I remember in 1984, Ghostbusters made more money, I guess, domestically than Indiana Jones.
And even Crystal Skull, I think it only got beat out that year by Dark Knight. I think it was even higher grossing than Iron Man. So these movies do really well at the box office. When you adjust for inflation, they're all over $1 billion. Temple of Doom is like at $984 million. It's basically $1 billion movie adjusted for inflation.
They've updated the numbers. It's actually over $1 billion now. And also, I think what's hilarious is you look at the budgets adjusted. Raiders, $75 million. Temple of Doom, 87 million.
Yeah,
that's in today's dollars. So think about how much they're spending now. It's insane.
Indiana Raiders of the Lost Ark was in a theater in San Diego. I'm sure you've all got these stories too. For over a year.
Wow.
It sat in that fucking theater. People were still going. You could go 6 months later, the fucking theater would be full. It was crazy.
That's another way that streaming has ruined movie going, because now you've got this stuff coming out on streaming while it's still in theaters.
Yeah,
it's like available for video on demand while it's still in theaters. And I remember you used to have to go to the theater if you wanted to see this shit. You used to go to the theater if you wanted to watch this again, because you knew that it might be a 6-month, year-long gap before it came out on video.
Yeah. There's such a high churn of new projects, though. I guess they have to have a short window.
Yeah.
Plus piracy obviously is a big issue. So yeah, I can see why they have to rush them out. But yeah, it does lose a lot in the theatrical release then.
Mario should have stayed away from digital, I think.
Once they put it on digital, the piracy goes up.
Yeah.
Then you get a really, really nice copy of it.
Yeah.
It's still done pretty well. It's still grinding
It did very
away,
well.
to be honest.
I think the 2-week delay killed it, or not killed it, but like
in Japan
kept it from making like 1.6 billion. I think because it didn't do anything, or it didn't do nearly as much in Japan.
Yeah, it did
as could have
okay
done.
in Japan, but it didn't do as much as it could have.
Yeah, I think the 2-week delay hurt it.
I don't know if that's a Universal or the Nintendo decision, but Nintendo makes a lot. Nintendo makes a lot of retarded decisions. Okay?
That's my favorite game.
So
and I think
Nintendo's your favorite game. Mine too. Mine too.
There's something going on though, because what's this bullshit movie? Oh, Little Mermaid. Little Mermaid. The one delayed region is Japan. It's delayed by like 2 weeks or something. So I don't know if there's something going on in Japan releases or whatever, but it also is delayed in Japan.
I did think that was weird too.
Yeah, I don't think Japan are in a rush.
No, they're not.
None of the other Asian markets are. So
last part of Elizabeth's tweet. Oh
my gosh,
got a lot out of that one.
Much. I got to reread the last one because the X-Ray Girl cut off the last sentence with one word in part 7. Is there a reason you did that? Did you not have an approve?
It's the way she did it. So
I'll blame it on Elizabeth.
Blame it on Elizabeth.
Yeah.
Elizabeth, it's not your fault.
Sorry, Elizabeth.
I did nothing wrong.
He's just taking everything literal. I just copy and paste.
well, I still scan and read to see if there's mistakes.
Ben, really?
I try. Sometimes I can't pull from this week.
Ariel, a dull Mary Sue hero, and the prince could have been a wet piece of seaweed, and it wouldn't have changed it much. There we go. Just despicable and disappointing. Disney turned me from a regular loyal fan into an enemy that will not give them more money. Art is now garbage, and the best entertainment is to enjoy stuff created before this woke era. Hail the Fellowship. Hail Elizabeth!
Hail.
On point.
We were admiring some of the architecture in Los Angeles when we drove through that hellhole.
This is starting to sound gayer and gayer.
Say, is that what y'all call it? Architecture?
No, we were on our way to West Hollywood, you know.
California, you know.
We have to share a room.
We held hands and skipped
We
over
went to the bathhouse.
heroin needles.
Yeah, like every bridge had a tent city on it. A bridge,
Every
the bridge,
single one.
not under it, on top,
On it.
on the sidewalks. Yeah.
Yeah, it's
Dude, it's a hellhole. It's worse than I thought.
dude.
It's like I had it built up in my head. I was like, oh, it's a horrible place,
can't
but
really-
it's probably not that bad.
Los
It is
Angeles is
bad,
disgusting.
dude.
you can't really appreciate how disgusting it is unless you see it from the air.
What was the name of the riots in DS9? Well, you know, they went there in, but they mentioned before 2023 was it?
It was damn it.
And basically, San Francisco looks worse today than it does in that fucking show.
Wow.
Bell riots. That's right.
Bell riots, yeah. There's more fucking homeless people than was shown on that show, man.
It is the opening of every movie that has gone. The post-apocalyptic world is falling apart, and we're all tearing each other apart. That's LA.
No,
Predator 2, the beginning, you know.
Predator 2. Demolition Man. It is that.
I put
reality.
on Twitter a picture of a Blade Runner, and you made a good point. It's like it doesn't look that good.
Yeah, I wish it did.
At least Blade Runner had more neon in it.
Yes,
and water to wash away all the trash.
Carnage Undone for $49.99.
50.
The multiverse of BML is terrible.
Black Little Mermaid.
Black. Is that what it is? I don't know.
Black Lives Matter. BLM.
But he said BML.
He said BML, so I wasn't really sure if that was something.
Black Lily
Mermaid
pads,
Lives?
sweater,
Black
Little Mermaid.
Black Mermaid Lives?
Black Little Mermaid.
Black Mermaid Lives.
BLM.
Is that what you mean?
So
Just like BLM, this movie's gonna lose money.
multiverse. I think he meant to say the multiverse of BLM. By larger mansions.
Okay.
Give us an actual storyline, an actual Peter Parker Spider-Man movie without political bullshit. Also, Pineapple Pizza is gay, but not as gay as the Vank of Dan. The Vank of Dan.
Vank of Dan.
So you were going over these and correcting them. If you saw any errors there, X-Ray Girl.
Hey, it might be a comic reference. And the Vank of Dan, that's how you meant to do that.
The Vance of Dan. Yes, Dan's going down. I've got a video that's going to go after him. He's got that Christian grift. I respect the shit out of that. I do. I really do respect the hell out of it. But I'm going to go for I got a grift of my own. I'm going to do that.
You used his Amazing Grace song to grift your Meta PCs.
Damn straight. And it was
maybe Jesus can help us with this.
It was my Canadian Asian editor who came up with the idea. So stop the Asian hate, will you, Ryan, please? Okay. That's right. Ministry of Wrong Thing for $49.99. I cannot see. Not to be stingy, but shit's dark and dingy.
Stingy.
Not to be stingy, but shit's
Not to
dark
be
and dingy.
I don't know this shit. Acting looks like a high school play. Well, yeah, English is my first language that I don't understand. Guess all of the pandering was all fake. Runtime everlasting. Scenes as dark as the casting. That's why China no see.
There's a rhyme in there somewhere.
I fucked it up. It's okay.
We took all the time to write a nice limerick, and Gary just fucking stroked his way through it.
Stingy.
I mean, admittedly, it's on brand, so it's okay. What does that say? The Demified? The Demifiend?
Demi-fiend.
Demi-fiend.
Like a demigod.
$50. Driving home after finishing a 10-year tour as a Navy CT.
Thank you for your service.
Wow.
Thank you for your service. 3 years stationed. I was gonna say a joke, but I just said thank you for your service. I was also gonna say Happy Pride Month, but
Yeah,
Join the
CT 's
Navy, seal 'em
CT 's a
out.
cryptologist tech, for you guys who don't know.
3 years stationed away from my family. The FNT crew helped pull me out of some dark places over the years, and I am very grateful. Hope to make it to a San Diego or Vegas meetup someday. Hail to you.
Hell yeah.
I'll be in San Diego.
Dark place is like a man's butthole.
I thought when he said dark places, he meant Little Mermaid.
X-ray girl.
She's
The
under the
weirdest
sea.
look.
She's under the sea.
Yeah.
Light. It's difficult.
It's dark down there. Yeah.
Yes.
It's dark.
That's science.
What did they say? What was it? Melissa who told us yesterday? Like, somebody couldn't swim on the set.
Of course we couldn't.
There was a. I don't know if it was real or not.
Most of the set, supposedly, right from this headline, most of the underwater scenes were shot
On land.
on the green screen because she couldn't swim.
She couldn't swim.
What
She-
was
when
that
she had
they
her
said the
legs.
other day?
Yeah, because
She couldn't swim.
They can't swim, can they? No, they can't.
To
No.
be fair, I think it had to.
Hi,
To
Twitter.
be fair, I think it had to do with the prosthetic fin that was giving her
Oh
trouble.
yeah, sure.
Blame it
just-
on the fin.
Blame it on the
Yeah,
film.
oh yeah.
The only reason I say that
Oh,
is
why are you
based on-
fighting in the airport? It was my prosthetic fin. Why are you looting the target? It's
my prosthetic fin.
The only reason I say that is because Halle Bailey, in previous interviews, before she talked about how much she felt she needed to be represented, she said that I used to pretend I was the Little Mermaid. I'd be in the pool, I'd be swimming, I'd be doing all these things. That's the only reason that I will.
I'm sure she
could.
You know, to be fair, the actor who played Namor couldn't swim.
He couldn't either. Yeah.
And admitted it on the red carpet.
Well, that's because they cut
to America that way.
The only black or the only non-black guy in that movie couldn't swim. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah. That's exactly what I'm saying.
Oh man.
Let's go Cobra. 2013 for $50. You know, we're swinging for the fences today, folks. You know, there we go. We're just trying to compact it all into 3 hours.
Just blame it on your prosthetic fin.
Keith Oberon intensifies.
Okay.
Sorry, Drinker.
Where's the attention?
I might watch Across the Spider-Verse at some point. You know, it was. Is it Across the Spider-Verse or Into the Spider-Verse? You said in the.
I said Into the Spider-Verse. It doesn't fucking matter.
So Quarterback in our very secret
Trying to do
DM
my
group
job.
said you have to watch Into the Spider-Verse, and Ryan's all good. I saw that movie a few years ago.
All these titles are stupid.
And
All
we're
right,
like,
Spider-Man.
Is it
2.
Across? Is it In? And then we were what was us and Chris Gore were talking about fucking Planet of the Apes. We're like, which one was the first one? Was it Dawn or Rise?
Yeah, they both sounded like the beginning of something.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
Stop
it with these.
Morning of the Planet of the Apes.
Hey, did the apes get up early? Did they wake up
Well,
early?
not according to recent articles.
I might watch Across the Spider-Verse at some point. I just recently watched Fast X, which was decent enough. Better than the 9th one by a mile with Jason Momoa. Looking forward to the new Transformers and Mission Impossible movies as well this year. I want to see the Mission Impossible one. Hell yeah.
Don't give a shit about Transformers.
I don't give a damn about that Transformers movie.
Not even.
But
yeah,
if I told
Mission
you there's
Impossible.
a transgender Transformer, would that make a difference?
As?
Yep.
Yes.
Is it a manual
Yes, it would.
transmission or automatic?
You know
Yeah,
that RC? She's hiding a secret.
Would a detransitioner just be a former? Odin got it.
Would it be called a latter?
Oh, right.
Was that a Yorkshire thing for?
Yeah, no,
people
it's
gay?
a grammar. It's a grammar joke.
It's a Yorkshire term for I'm fucking massively gay and take cock up my ass, Ryan.
Oh, thank you.
Man, how many phrases
Wow.
do you guys have for that?
Right.
You wouldn't think you need
So
more
they
than
talk
one.
about it in Yorkshire day and night. It's just how gay they are.
I got a feeling we're losing as he's probably gonna upload 27 game playthroughs of Gollum to his channel and just give it up like he did Last of Us. So
Yeah, just wait till fucking April the 1st next year, you fucking assholes.
Gary can't breathe. He's laughing so hard.
Oh, good.
We should sell
Well, take your
FNT
foot
shirts.
off his neck,
Yeah.
then.
We should sell FNT shirts and say I can't breathe.
Yeah, that's a good idea. That's a good idea.
Or like how about like a shirt for trans pride that says I can't breed? Because they're not. Because they are infertile.
Could it be like 42% cotton blend? Or-
Yeah. I can't breed. I can't breed.
Gary used to be the respectful one here, and now his whole channel is the edgy jokes.
Rhino Helix for $50. Today's your birthday. It says today's my birthday. I'm almost Gary years old. Oh, you're
I guess
fucking
I'm
old.
almost gay.
You emphasize
They're not from
like,
Yorkshire, all right?
You emphasize the G and the A in that.
Yeah. Thanks so much for the gift of Friday Night Tights today. You're welcome. You're welcome. We were thinking directly
Garrett, what
with
have
you.
you done? What have you done to Gary?
What
He's
have you
giggling like a
done?
girl.
What has he not
He's
done to
like-
Gary?
This is what happens when he goes back to Cali, okay?
You can take the man out of California, but you can't take the California out of the man.
You can't take.
And also, once he goes back, he'll have a man in him.
Palm Springs is about like the gayest place in California outside of San Francisco. So, Friday Night Tights today and every Friday, y'all have created something special and engaging here. Really?
Why is it always gay? Why is it always gay?
Engaging.
Engaging.
Gay bathhouses. Round the clock sex. Come on.
Are you engaging?
Why are you gay?
Dude. Hang on.
So long, gay boys.
Took me a while to get there, but not
Got
as young
news
as I
for
used to.
you.
So you're in your 50s. Well, welcome to the downslide. That's all I got to say.
No.
Hail the chat mods, the fellowship, and the 199. All hail FNT. Tomby has gifted 10 Nerdrotic memberships for $50. Blue Balls Spare for 50 Shad dollars says, hail all. God damn you, drinker. I missed your live stream last night and now can only get my fix in a cut down version. I expect this from my Coke dealer, but not from you.
Well, me and Coke dealers have a lot in common.
There you go.
You'll get the full version up tomorrow, probably. I'll put it up. I usually just put a couple of clips up first so people can get the highlights.
There you go. Give us the stream and give it to us raw, just like just like Tatiana.
I always give it to you raw, and I'll give it to you hard.
Oh shit! Here's my son has donated a Streamlabs circumventing Papa YouTube for $50. Logan, I miss you, son. Hey, Dad, I got a new highly paid secret job. I can't go into details, but I'm supposed to dump oil on floors and stairs where Joe Biden is supposed to be. Me. Her name rhymes with Kamala Harris. Hail FNT.
I wonder who that could be.
So he bumped his head as well today coming out the chopper.
Joe sliding.
He comes out the chopper and he clearly just smacks his head and he just carries on walking. And after about 10 paces, he just does this.
We found out that Joe Biden's actually the stormtrooper from A New Hope.
There we are.
That's a geek joke that didn't involve gay or trans people.
Yeah,
exactly. You guys, I think they're fucked up and we don't even know anything.
What? No,
everybody fucking missed that. God damn it.
Do it again. Do it again.
I was actually doing something, so they have no excuse, Ryan.
Okay.
Here, I'll give you this. There you go, buddy.
I'm retarded on my mom's side. Try it again.
Bow tie, fungi.
Fungi.
Yeah. $100. Fungi.
Nice.
My band just released our first single, "See Me."
Nice.
By Beta Mail. Mail like the postal service. Okay, yeah, sure, buddy. It's not perfect, but I'm proud of my bass line. Please give it a look on YouTube, Spotify, and Apple Music. I'm not too sure about the Beta Mail.
I would change your name very quickly.
I think fungi works
very
better.
quickly.
I thought when Gary was talking that the title was going to be Seaman.
Otai fungi is a better name.
But yeah, actually it is. Unless it's like a joke. And then
I like how this guy paid $100 to be like, please listen to this music that I'm really proud of. And we're just like, fuck your name. That ain't gonna work.
Thank you for the donation. I will check it out. Really change that name, okay? Unless it's funny. And we're not
bass
getting
player,
it.
though.
Yeah. Bass
The
player. Hell yeah.
band's name is Beta Mail. Is that right?
Yeah,
Or
it's
the
by
song?
We're beta males. No.
Beta Mail.
Like the post.
Okay.
Yeah.
Like
It's
the
the
post,
band's
we don't
name is
care.
J-Mail, but it's M-A-I-L. It's like, that doesn't matter, dude.
That's not gonna...
Trent Johnson for $49.99. This is Friday afternoon tights. Yes, it is. It's actually Friday morning tights in some places, but then again, the majority of y'all are old, so I guess this is getting close to bedtime for y'all. Well, that's true. Guilty as charged. Thank you.
You're a little sleepy,
Trent. Yeah,
Me and Az are just like, yep.
Hayden, 75 for 100. Hayden, what's up, dude? Hayden. Keeping the oil fields of America safe, Hayden is doing. Hopefully, the rise of AI-generated things leads to nobody believing anything anyone says or does.
Bro, I'm right on that.
Internet
We're there already, I think.
Yeah, we are there.
The internet then stops taking everything seriously, and we as a society heal. I hope so anyway. I agree.
Agreed.
I mean, we don't have late night talk show, which means we don't have late night clips all over fucking YouTube.
Yeah.
We have, memes.
Vaccine.
Oh my God.
Oh,
That was a low point for humanity.
that really was, man. That was bad. That was really bad.
What was that Jimmy Fallon Christmas vaccine song?
He did a song too.
I'll be in line for a booster. That one?
Really? Oh, holy jab. My heart is slowly
It is a
stopping.
religion. It's a religion, so yeah.
Hey, Dan,
I can't feel my legs.
Yes.
I'm blind and paralyzed.
I'm blind and
I'm
paralyzed.
blind like Jamie Foxx.
In Ray.
Are there any pictures?
I saw the best tweet. Somebody said he's getting ready for Ray 2.
Ray 2.
I
Yeah.
died.
The sequel.
That's pretty
Funny. That's funny.
That's fun.
It's a little too meta, I think, but yeah.
Ian so forth for 100 British pounds. Proper money.
Finally.
Finally, right? Hollywood will reject
Okay,
AI once it is developed enough to figure out what royalties are. There you go. That's a good one. That is a good one. Poway Pows on the Streamlabs. Are you in Poway, California? Like near
Gotta
San
be.
Diego?
Gotta be.
Gwynn live. There you go. For $40. Hey, thanks. Hale, I remember seeing the Transformer flag and Bureau of Land Management sticker in the trailer for Spider Birthing Person across the Milesverse. What is the war in that? Not sure if you should take my son to see it. Love you all. Love you all streams. Thanks for the laughs. How old is you? It's
Not for the little ones.
Has woke moments, like definitive, defining, intersectional feminist woke.
Yeah,
the woke moment, it's in the storytelling. It's kind of up to you, but there's also a good story in there. So they tried to have their cake and eat it.
It's
too.
not the main course. It's like a little side snack.
Does it take away from the story for me a little bit? Yes, it does.
When it comes in, for sure. Yeah.
Yep, when it comes in, and the length.
It's an
of
eye
the,
roll moment.
The length. Yeah, there's the fucking when he's talking to the school counselor and there's a
It's
BLM
like-
sticker there.
Oh, God.
So
Yeah.
And to come out now with the BLM sticker, what the fuck is wrong
Well-
with you?
Well, they made it a year and a half ago.
Yeah.
So
You could go in there and paint
They're,
it.
they're just getting ready
Yeah,
for
I guess
the
that's
2024 election, so because we'll be talking all about BLM all over again.
BLM
so,
2.0.
Yeah.
3.0.
It's going to be TLM.
it's gonna have to. It's gonna have to be
Yeah.
3.0 because they went bankrupt and they don't have
It'll
any
be
money
IOU.
anymore.
That's what it is.
Yeah.
IOU. There you go.
IOUs, they're as good as cash.
I got that reference.
Well,
But
I did too.
that's what the American dollar is now.
real quick, the woke shit
Samsonite.
was actually going away in 2019. Like people were rejecting it in 2019. Terminator Dark Fate came out, fucking flopped. There was a bunch of flops. But then COVID hit, the BLM riots, it put a giant fucking reset button on all that shit. Plus the delayed stuff from that era. So we're still getting it. Like Into the Spider-Verse or Across the Spider-Verse, what the fuck it's called, was supposed to be out a year ago. And we're still getting, Mission Impossible. How long ago was that supposed to come out? Like over a year ago. But we're getting a lot of the shit that was held over. So,
Gary, if it's any consolation, in my review video, which is up on YouTube now, go watch after the stream. I can't get the name of the fucking film right.
I know, dude.
Stupid title.
If I cared enough to, you know what it is to me? It's the Miles Morales movie.
Yeah.
It's the Miles Morales 1 and Miles Morales 2,
2.
Electric Boogaloo. That's it.
It reminds me of when I'm trying to talk about the latest Xbox system, and I'm like, I don't know what it's fucking called.
1,
You know, the
X.
Xbox One S, the
Series
X, the Series S, the
Bro.
Series X.
Yeah,
I mean, you can call Sony unimaginative, but fucking hell, at least it makes sense. You got the
PlayStation 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Yeah,
Boom, boom, boom,
simple.
boom. Simple gets the job done.
Yeah, when you're confusing your gaming console with like one of Elon's sons, that's a problem. So hey, give myself one for that one.
I was on a live stream. We walked by GameStop, and I was trying to explain what systems were on display, and I got to the Xbox. I'm like, I don't know what the fuck it's called. I don't remember right now. I own one, and I don't remember what it's called. So dumb.
Cheap Sidian or Black Aragorn to you and me. For $50. What's up, Sheep? Make the fried chicken joke, Chrissy. I, a black, love the humor. At any rate, Murata.
A black.
That's how he said it. That's how he said it.
I know. I'm just picturing him because Sheep's so funny.
Black. Love the humor.
I love the humor.
As a black.
As a black.
I remember that one time.
He's very
What was that one time where he photoshopped himself into your setup, Ryan? You know, like remember that one?
It was good.
It was really good.
You had my shirt on and everything.
Yeah.
Remember when somebody photoshopped an N-word pass on the French fry picture?
Waffle fry, yeah, I
it
do.
was real.
Real? That was funny.
Wow, he really has no respect.
Damn right.
The internet's so stupid. I've had people hand me those though, so
yeah, there you go.
Could be real.
Amarada and I won't be at Fan Expo.
Horror.
She sounds so disappointed. We'll see it at Anime Matsuri though. But I will be at Matsuri. Also, watch Amarada play Tears of the Kingdom on Rumble. That's horror
Great game, by the way.
Gaming.
There you go.
On Rumble.
You know that
you play Gollum? What the hell?
Yeah.
You guys know that Extra Girl
You
was
played a good
in
game?
the top. You know that Extra Girl was in the top 10 of Rumble live streamers.
That's just silly. Like literally.
What?
Silly.
Wow.
You saw that today, right?
Yeah, I did.
There's only 10 people. So.
I was like,
Good for you.
Was that is that as impressive as Jay being the #1 lawnmower simulator streamer with like 12 people watching?
So what were you streaming? Were you leaning over and building an IKEA chair or something? Or
No, I think I was just playing Tears of the Kingdom.
Okay.
Nothing special. No feet. There was no feet in the stream.
Nice.
Wow. A footless.
What about tits?
At any point during the
We're
stream?
always in the stream.
Wait a minute. But you'll be in Dallas next week.
Yeah.
Maybe we can crack the top 10. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Okay.
Do your part.
I think.
How many did you
I'll
have
get a
watching a
pedicure.
Rumble?
I'll get a pedicure.
Now I return to drawing manga. Well, you good, Sheep City.
Get back to work.
Yeah, don't read any American comics. They fucking suck, except for Critical Drinkers and, and Graham Nolan's and some other people.
Eric
July, Razor Fist. Yeah. Ray Tor 03 for $99.99.
99.
And he says, Hail the Fellowship and the 199. Sounds of Sushi. There's a lot of ways you can kind of unpack that statement. The sound of sushi. Yeah, that's
for the audio listener.
Has gifted 10.
That's how you know you've had enough foreplay.
There. Oh, yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, you can give her that. She earned it. Chrissy earned it. Oh, here comes Horror Amarada for Fitty Friday. All. I feel like we should all change Gary. We should all thank Gary. Don't change for watching the things we don't want to watch. However, for something you might want to watch, check me out over on Rumble at Horror Amarada Gaming. So you're off Twitch and you're on Rumble now. That is good.
That's a good decision.
That is good. That is good. Rebuilding over there because fuck Twitch. Fuck Twitch. Sorry they treated you poorly. You're a nice person. I like
community
it.
over there.
Oh shit.
Trash.
Oh shit. Robert, I haven't smoked your cigar yet. I'm gonna smoke that cigar when I get home. It'll be a victory cigar for surviving
Put that
another.
in a humidor.
Well, dude, I'm gonna be surviving another Spirit Airlines flight, hopefully, when I get back. So, Robert Barnes for $100.
Wow.
Robert. Critical Drinker is invited to the sidebar with Viva Frey and I. All hail Friday Night Tights. That's a good show.
Nice. Good peeps right there.
Yeah. Nice.
Shout out to Robert.
Sidebar.
I've been on with Robert. Gary, you've been on there. I think Ryan's been on too, right?
Yeah, those guys are killing it.
Yeah. So
I was
Robert's
on a
good.
long time ago.
It was. It's been a while.
Yeah.
So, love those guys,
well,
though.
no, Viva like had short hair when I was on. So
Wow.
yeah.
Oh wow.
Yeah. Magnum Norse for $100. If I catch a fish or a mermaid and I throw it back into the ocean, am I racist? Yes.
Yes, always the answer.
If you wake up early, you're a racist. If you're on time, you're a racist. If you like customer service, racist. If you have a good work
ethic, yeah.
You pay your taxes.
Racist.
If you sit quietly,
You pay for stuff.
Racist.
You pay for things. Yeah.
Racist.
If you subscribe to RK Outpost,
racist.
If you don't
if
do
you-
fentanyl.
If you loot a target, though, you are on the right side of history.
That's right.
If you don't think you're a racist, you're racist. Okay. Josh Kelsey, thank you for the $40 donation. Thank you. Appreciate the donation.
What a pimp.
What a pimp. Metal Slave for $50. Are you forgetting? All you gotta do is push
I waited
buttons.
like half a second.
All you gotta do is push a
Don't throw it
couple
in front of me
buttons.
like that.
You see that, guys?
Look at them having their lovers quarrel right
Wow.
now. Push that button. No, push that button.
That one.
Look, you're going to need a U-Haul before you know it if you carry on like this.
Metal Slave for $50 says, as went trans after playing Gollum. The subscribers witnessed the horror. Watching that shit. That was you and Mahler playing that is fucking funny. It is hilarious, guys. Well done. Magnum Norse for $50. There you go.
Mahler's finished now.
Oh shit.
And I've set up my stream for tomorrow to end it. I'm gonna Gary, get fucking ready.
I'm gonna get ready. Magnum Norse for $50 says there's too much fentanyl in the ocean. That's a joke. Layers to that. Oh boy, this one's
Ecthelion.
Ecthelion.
Yeah, instead of singing into a shell, you're repeating yourself over and over and over again into a shell.
I appreciate Chrissy. I do. Ecthelion, the second on the Streamlabs side, 5-part for $50. Thank you very much. Part 1, Hail Friday Night Tights. Hope everyone is having a great week. All this talk recently about The Little Mermaid is reminding me of something my mom told me 20 years ago. That all mermaids are black? Did she say that? Sorry.
Cleopatra was a mermaid.
Urban is the word. Urban.
Told me 20 years ago about the Disney princess movie. There is a lot of feminism in them. There is, and that's exactly why I never watched the originals. Obviously, not all of them. Most. I mean, they're all pretty gay. Aladdin was cool. Aladdin was cool.
Little Mermaid's a damn good movie.
Come
The
on.
original Little Mermaid's a damn good movie.
It's really good.
Well animated.
It's a damn good movie.
And
It's
you all
well
shop at
animated.
Target.
It's a damn good movie. All right, Gary Walsh. All right, chill out. All right.
What is a mermaid?
That's good.
You responded quickly. That was a good response. This is a very good response. I like how Gary, like a month ago, surrounded by all his toys. He's like, it's a fucking cartoon. I don't watch cartoons.
I don't watch them.
No, it's a girl's cartoon. They make that very.
That's why I watched
It's
Aladdin,
not made for me.
Lion King, Hunchback of Notre Dame.
Yeah, that one's good.
All
that one's good.
great boys cartoons.
As why didn't you see the fucking Cinderella remake again?
Because that was gay.
Never mind. Never mind. Just give up and go see it. Fuck it. They win. We're all gay now.
Mate,
We're all gay now.
My mom, by today's standards, would be anti-feminist Beauty and the Beast is an excellent movie, and I'm not talking trash. I challenge you to find a good man. Well, I mean, it's a beast, right? So he's not really a dude. I mean, he's a male beast, but he's not a man. Did I skip one?
The prince. What's good?
No, I didn't. Okay.
No, you didn't.
Thank you, X-Ray. That is not in anthropomorphic.
Anthropomorphized.
God, I can say it, but when I try to read it, my brain just says, fuck no, you're a dumbass.
Do one of these.
Object. Dad, short, fat idiot. Gaston, best character in the movie, is a villain. And the Beast had a crap load of character development. Aladdin, one of my favorites of the era. Jasmine's father, short, fat, and an idiot. Yeah.
Yeah, that's a little bit of a trope in those movies for sure.
Yeah. Jafar, obviously the villain. The guards were brutes. Aladdin also had copious amounts of character development. Liar, thief. There is nothing wrong with a female-driven movie. My issue is only showing men in a negative light. Well, that's the only way you can prop up women, according to Ryan. Yeah. So
usually.
It is. Well, I mean, again, I'll agree with you on Little Mermaid. The best parts was when she couldn't say anything. So,
the dream woman.
Right, she couldn't vote either.
That's true. She wasn't old enough. She's 16 in that movie, so yeah.
Oh my God, how old was Eric?
Wow.
21, I think.
Oh shit!
They talk about his 21st birthday.
Wow.
Disney.
Come on.
Wow, so Eric is a map.
Yeah, it was freaking 1989.
What?
That's not that long ago.
It was not cool in 1989.
Yeah, it was.
No,
the age of consent was 16 in the ocean.
Or 1780.
No, the age of consent was 16 in the ocean, Gary.
Ryan talking Ryan talking with that avatar is funny as hell right now.
Maritime laws.
I'm just saying. And maritime laws,
I
exactly.
didn't see that part.
Yeah.
Oh, that's good. That's good.
Drunker
Right?
and I are both like 16's legal in the UK.
Well,
that's the age of consent in the UK.
See you later.
You want to Google? You want to Google something? Google what the age of consent is in Japan.
Google what it is in Mexico.
X-ray girl could tell us. Huh?
She's via Chinese.
No, about Japan.
Whatever.
All right, part 5. I think it is important to remember how far back this really goes. These are both good movies, but like today, we overlook the flaws and enjoy story. Yeah, well, if it
has a good story, that's the difference.
But when they don't have a good story, we start noticing the lack of character, inconsistencies in plot, the shitty effects. We get bored.
Did you see the Al Pacino? Was it Al Pacino or Robert De Niro?
Al Pacino.
Was it a satire account? Was it a satire account that said Al Pacino gets his 29-year-old teenage girl pregnant?
Well, I don't think it's a 29 teenage, but
that's what I said. That was what it was. 29-year-old teenager pregnant.
That doesn't make any fucking sense.
I know.
But
I'm wondering if it was a satirical account or not.
I also saw an article like demanding that he's demanding a paternity test because he doesn't think he can get anyone pregnant.
That's funny.
I don't know if that was real or not, but I thought it was funny.
Old stock.
Ken Hagen has gifted 10 Nerdrotic memberships for $50.
Just like, fuck this conversation.
It's got to get through him.
Would a Hollywood actor in his 80s impregnate a 20-year-old? It's fucking happened. Like a lot. So, yes.
She's going to give birth to a Benjamin Button.
Yeah. Well, I mean,
how shit for the kid though is like never going to get to know his own father.
Never.
He's going to have a lot of money though. That's cool.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah. Every time you miss your dad, just look at your money.
Exactly.
Yeah. You can buy a dad.
That performer
she'll be remarried in a week.
That performer $387 for $50. Says, Hail Friday Night Tights. My first 50. Nope.
I hit the wrong button. Just fucking up the whole thing.
I am fucking. I left this super chat on
This is
Open
your
Bar
board.
2, but everyone needs to hear this. D+, just greenlit a new German show from the makers of Gollum. No, sorry. About a teenage girl who has one-night stands and gets knocked up by none other than Satan himself. Not a joke.
What the hell, Germany?
Jeez.
That sounds pretty German to me. I'm sorry.
That's so
That
Oh
sounds
my
very
God.
German.
Is the devil played by Bob Iger?
Das 9.
Yeah.
Das 9.
Or Al Pacino. He played the devil, Devil's Advocate. Damn good movie.
Yeah, he did.
Damn good movie. 75
Big asses.
has gifted 20 Nerdrotic memberships for $100. Hayden, you rock, dude.
Chad.
Quelnder for $100.
Ender.
Quelender. We'll just call it an ender because it's ending. Had to work today, so couldn't watch live. I'm really disappointed in you.
Yeah, what the heck? Quit your job. What are you doing?
Yeah. Like you can, I'll tell you what, I was working at Tesla, making more money at the time than I've ever made, and I was watching Jeremy videos all fucking day and doing my job. So do better next time, okay?
Just do my job.
But I'll be glad to watch tonight. That's okay. I'll take that. Always a great time. Thanks to all, and hail the fellowship.
Yeah.
Hail to you. Hail to you. All right.
Nice.
Right a heart out. Got to get out of here because I got to go see Graham Hancock. Yeah, we're going to go see Graham Hancock in a little bit.
So
So
got a hard out to go watch Graham Hancock.
What happens in
hands on the way
California
there.
stays in California.
Hancock is
So long, gay boys.
So did we just like lose comics division? Or he had to go?
Oh yeah, he was on strike. I
so
told you.
wait. Where did Odin go?
He had to leave.
Oh, okay. So you
Whoa,
you
mean
par-
he did a big
no.
deal?
Hang on. So
Wait a minute.
apparently you told people no long goodbyes, just leave when you got to leave.
I
So
did.
everybody's just leaving
When
when
the
they
show
leave.
was over.
No, at the end.
No, I'm just telling you
It's
what
all right,
was
it's
communicated in the private chat.
right.
Okay.
I'm sorry I didn't commute when the show was over.
I kind of like it this way, though.
I mean,
Honestly,
honestly,
a big deal about it.
No, Eric.
it's good to find out that other people on the show besides Odin have families. So Comics has a family too.
Oh wow,
Apparently,
I think he
we
had
don't
to do
have
something with his
families.
dog.
it's a little family.
Imagine how short his kids are.
Apparently, his kid was eating pineapple pizza, so he just liked it.
Who, Odin?
Yeah.
Well, his kid's smart, you know.
Disgusting.
It's not disgusting.
Disgusting.
It's beautiful.
Disgusting. I need that clip, Jeremy. You need to give me that clip.
I don't know how to re-download it from. I don't know where I got it from.
Do you know how to screen capture stuff?
Yeah, I guess.
Yeah. Okay,
Well, then why the fuck haven't you done it?
You just asked for it just now on the
No,
show.
no. I'm like, no, Gary, do you fucking screen cap it if you want it?
Because I thought it'd be easier to ask you.
I don't want to do any work. That's what. Just let you do it.
It's like, I need that clip from Jeremy, and I'm like, I guess I can find out how to download. Well, you can screen cap it. Motherfucker, you can screen cap it.
It is difficult to find. I had to have people send it to me.
Jeremy, Google this for me.
You're not busy.
Oh, okay, that's it. We really got it. So let's go around the horn. Drinker, I'm sorry for being on this show, and thank you for being here. My friend, I don't deserve you. We don't deserve you.
It's been an enlightening experience just watching you jab the buttons on your console.
And color buttons too. They're colored.
They look exciting.
They're bright.
I am. It's very exciting. It's very exciting. I'm retarded on all sides. So we'll start with Excellent Girl. Are you going to get in the top 10 on Rumble streaming? Or you get better yet, you're going to get us on the top 10 of Rumble streaming next week.
We'll be fine when we go back on Rumble. But you know where to find me. But I did want to shout out UK trip. We're going to try to find a venue. So if you guys in the UK know somewhere where you can house a couple hundred people,
Drinker's
please
house.
email. Sure. Please email Gary at nerdrotic.com, and hopefully we will have more details once that venue is booked.
If you know a place
nice.
or if you own a place,
Yes.
let us know.
In the UK, like, I don't know. Somebody did mention like way up north. I'm like, oof, maybe, but that was way up north. Like, North of Az. That's
Do
pretty
we know
north.
anybody
There's
in the
nothing
UK?
north of that.
Do we know anybody in the UK?
We know critical drinker.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I mean,
I can find you a warehouse somewhere.
He's up there.
I may not own it, but I'll try.
Yeah.
Yeah, let me know.
Chrissy, what do you got coming up?
Wow. I have a stand-up show July 8th in New Jersey. Got Simpcast on Sunday with some girls. Leanne Starr, Zia, Melanie Mack. That's gonna be fun. And yeah, just a bunch of interviews and stuff. I'm a little drunk still. And yeah, just happy to be here. Just hanging out. Just I love what you guys do. I'm a big fan.
Yeah, the chat has desperately been asking Chrissy to move her mic stand like all fucking
Chat, I love you. You do not disappoint. Shit.
I love the chat too.
Yeah. So
What else? Oh, Richmond, Virginia, August 9th, and Anime Matsuri. I'll be there, and then I'm headlining that weekend in Houston, August 11th at the Secret Group. So tickets are available for that right now on my website.
next week, I want you to trigger AOC. Do you think you can do that?
Ooh, okay. I'll work on it.
AOC.
I'll see what her weaknesses are.
Big booty Latino
Well-
and parody accounts.
Anything requiring intelligence. So
Yeah.
just do the opposite. or-
Yep.
Challenge her to a game of Scrabble.
Yeah. All right. Ryan, baby boy, how you doing?
I'm doing great. I'm looking forward to another month. May was fucking crazy for me, so looking forward to a crazy June. Not in a gay sex way or anything like Yorkshire, but right. Yeah, Sports Wars, Geeks and Gamers Daily, RK Outpost, all that good stuff.
Cool beans.
Yeah. I
So
got
what
shit.
gay-
I
what
got shit going on.
What gay stuff do you have coming up?
I got gay shit going on tomorrow. I got gay shit on Sunday, and gay shit on my channel Tuesday for the real gay, and then probably other gay shit.
All right. Sounds really gay.
Pretty gay.
It's a month for it.
It's a month for it.
Happy June.
It's the
Happy
season
June.
to be gay. Fa la la la
Yes.
la 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 la.
Jeremy.
Hi. Cobra Cast.
Are you going to make a video this month?
Yes. Planning on making several videos this weekend. I'm getting back in the rhythm of that. And Cobra Cast tonight. I got a lot to talk about with Elon and Trump.
We talk to
and-
Elon? He's going to be on
nice.
Yeah. I've got it. Yeah, got
You and him are tight, man.
So, yeah, we go way back, so it's all good. So yeah, we're gonna talk about the Daily Wire, Elon stuff. Elon has melted the brains of the left-wing lunatics, and a lot more. So Cobra Cast at 9:00 tonight Eastern. So
awesome.
Be on the lookout for that.
How about you? See,
Oh,
I
thank you. You
totally
remember?
did.
You can follow me on my channel, Quarterback Garrett, and my new channel, June 20th, Normal World, where we're dropping matches here and there along the way, and then
Take that, Juneteenth.
Yeah, I was gonna say you really should have thought about Juneteenth.
I told
We-
them to
no.
do Juneteenth.
we were represented. We were shooting for Juneteenth, and we were late. So we're gonna be on Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday every week at 9 p.m. on Normal World.
Ah, I get it now.
That's okay, you're good.
All right. And Critical Drinker, thank you for joining us, my friend.
Thank
what do
you.
have coming up.
Well, next week on Wednesday, I'm going to be following in Ryan's footsteps, and I'm going to be putting Star Wars on trial on
Yes.
a film
Yeah.
threat. So
Nice.
I shall be the prosecution making my case on that. And aside from that, I too will be at Anime Matsuri, so you can catch me there, hopefully.
Hell yeah.
Oh my gosh.
That is awesome. High-fiving you. There you go. There you go. I'll see you down there. I threatened to.
All right.
We're close enough to my house. Take you down for barbecue.
Nice. I'm going to shoot some guns when I'm there as well, or people. One of the two.
Oh, yeah. Oh, both.
Yeah.
That'll be fun. But that's going to be great. Can't wait. I am in Palm Springs, California for a UFO convention. Real quick before we go.
Oh yeah, you didn't even tell the story. Oh yeah.
So I told Garrett, my wife, I'm like, prepare for the weird. All right. So think of the weirdest comic book convention and go about 1,000 times past that. So at the end of our little Nick Pope gave a great panel, and at the end he was doing some Q&A, and the guy comes up and goes, "Hi, my dad used to edit MUFON, which is a newsletter for UFO sightings. I'm also I wanted to come out. I'm coming out as I have 3 alien entities living inside my body. One of them is what AI? What? No, not AI.
No.
It was
Cybernetics. Cybernetics into his body.
One of them has is cybernetic, and he's worked for the CIA, and he can read minds, and he's coming out in June as somebody who has 3 multiple alien entities living in it. Like everybody,
and he was dead serious.
He was dead fucking serious. And we're at the UFO, and like most people like take this shit and stride at the UFO place, and even we were like, people were squirming. They're like, whoa. So yeah, I'm ready for a weekend of this shit. I'm down. I'm so down. So we're gonna probably be live tonight, late to do a wrap up of the show after we see Graham. So thanks everyone for being here.
Sunday.
So, and then
Forbidden Frontier.
We have Forbidden Frontier on Sunday.
Yeah.
And I have a video, a Perry Chan joint coming out Monday that he's been it's 25 minutes long. So
nice.
It's a long one.
Dallas panel, the Dallas Fan Expo, Saturday next week. Be there.
All right. So now we got to go because we're 3 minutes over.
Thanks,
so
Ray Girl.
Cue it, X-Ray Girl, and bye everybody.
See ya. Bye everyone.
God damn, Gary. Some serious gourmet shit. What flavor is this? That's right, it's the all-hell medium roast private blend. Check out the Geek Grind Coffee Nerdrotic page for our other options like the Decadent, Feathers of Liberty, vanilla-infused flavored coffee. Or if you're looking for something darker, try the Dark Roast FNT blend of the Fellowship. You know what? Just buy all 3. GeekGrindCoffee.com. Use discount code Nerdrotic.
Do not come. Do not come.
I'm gonna come.